Let us away.
Let us away. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome back to what is, I guess, Book 2, Part 2, second campaign, whatever you want to call it.
Ambyr, campaign
in
2.
This Trials of Tiamat.
As I call it in my notes, campaign 2, Ambyr Boogaloo.
That also works, yes. Does anyone want to give me a really basic rundown of what happened in the last campaign? Like, as basic as you can make it, that doesn't take a long time to explain.
Oramis and the boys found some dragons.
Got contracted to steal some
I
magic.
could do it in 4 words.
Found the tomb.
Do it in 4.
Oh, go on then.
4 words, yeah.
Go on then, Sam. 4 words.
Magic missile. And then, I don't know about the other ones. Mazzy killed.
So, stole some daggers.
I think I'm on a bit of a delay for you guys, by the way.
I think I'm on a bit of a delay with everyone as well, because
same.
Like, I can see everyone talking, and then, like, I'll often see Luke talking, and I'm waiting for it to catch up, like, with them actually about to say something.
Yeah, that was happening last time as well. I wonder if it's...
that's exactly what I had with you, JJ, last Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, well, we stole some
But yes, JJ, you were actually giving a...
yeah, we stole some daggers, pissed off a vampire, found a tomb, ran away from a vampire, found some actual dragons, killed a load of orcs, discovered we'd pissed off a dead god. And then we went to chill for a bit.
That pretty much sums it up. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up quite well, actually. I've been trying
We all
all day
took
to
gap
try
years.
and get a decent thing to... Yeah, you all took a gap year, which we can get to in a moment. So we'll start off with, I guess, you guys on your way to this thing. Now, what I'm sort of imagining would happen is that this letter sent by Duncan Stoneglow would be sent to the guys at Whittlewood Manor. But obviously, some of you aren't at Whittlewood Manor, aka the awkward dwarf. So I'm assuming that, you guys would send word to him saying, "Hi, we've been invited to a party by this dude. Wanna come along?" And unless JJ all of a sudden decides he wants to step out of this session, I'm assuming Doc says yes.
The question is, do they know where to send the message?
Oh.
Well, you said I bumped into you on the way back from that, basically the thing we just did on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, where did you go from there? You could have told me.
No,
but he knows that the dwarves live.
I don't know.
Other people. He wasn't talking about
dwarves
that in front of other people.
Oh, right.
Dwarves live here in Hawksmoor. Right. That's generally where dwarves
my guess
live.
He's in the
but he wasn't there.
Dragonland.
Where was Dokrumir?
Yeah.
Well, we can get
Is the campaign
that,
actually just going to be
as you guys are on the way?
Hunt Dokrumir? Right,
No,
we're not going to do Ben stuff. We're just going to go hunt Dokrumir.
Yeah. No, you can.
Let's go find
You've got the little. You've got, what is it? Albaz's dragon. Haven't you? Albaz's tin dragon that you can send.
Yeah, send a. I'm assuming what
his GCSE workshop project.
Timescale of that is going to be interesting. For the dragon the little messenger dragon to fly from down here in the south, all the way up to Doc in the far north. Doc to get the message and be like, "Oh,
it takes like a day."
Have you heard of racer pigeons?
Time to come back." And then Doc's got to spend
very, very fast
2 weeks coming back trying to avoid orcs and shit in the north.
See, what you have to do is you have to get a raven, and then you have to put Bran in that raven to make sure the raven doesn't slow down or divert. Just straight there.
I mean, if
give the message and straight back.
I can
straight there, straight back.
Its feet on the way back.
We'll get Bran to send 2 ravens.
You have a comrade that has a boat. I could literally have come and pick you up if you'd asked.
Yeah, you could have done that.
How long was that?
Doc decides.
How long was that? Plug in the plate already?
I mean,
Cost me a lot of money.
What message do you send?
Yeah, what message would you send up north to tell Doc of
Rave at Lone Hill, be there, be square.
Rave at Lone Hill, be there, be square. It is not,
Doc's...
in fact, at Lone Hill, but I guess you would go from Lone Hill to there, so that doesn't really matter. I guess, yeah, you guys can meet up in Lone Hill.
You sit out?
No.
Alright. We just meet. We just assume we meet.
I guess we will. Yeah.
Can we possibly try
assume...
Discord? Because I'm really lagging.
Okay.
It is quite.
Yeah.
It is quite.
There is a good 8 seconds between me talking and you reacting.
Oh, 8. That is a lot.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Funny.
Yeah. I mean, you just spoke an entire sentence there, Sam, and your mouth has not moved.
Oh, Ben's already gone.
Right. I might have to see if I can get Discord on my laptop, but yeah.
In Discord then.
Cool.
Technical difficulties. Hello?
Now I'm going to invite everyone else.
I don't have any, like, picture or anything like that. Like, everyone's got...
Is everybody there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, JJ's okay. Ben's okay. Matt is non-existent and Sam is non-existent.
Oh, I don't want to full screen this, but I do want it to be bigger. Can I drag this, like, window out at all? Oh, pop out. Let's do that. There we go.
Ben, are you talking? Or do you not say anything yet?
Ben, speak. Woof.
Can't hear you, Ben. Have you unmuted?
Ben. Ben.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear Ben?
Nope.
I can hear you, Sam. Can't hear Ben.
Okay, I think that's much better.
This sounds worse.
I think Ben just said, Luke, you're the best. You should take over.
Oh, I can do this. I can put my character sheet in front of my own face and then I can see you all. That works. Because normally you guys take up like 4 corners of the screen, so I just put my character sheet like small in the middle and so everyone gets blocked a little bit.
When you say put your character sheet, what do you mean? How do you move your character sheet? Like off of Roll20?
Yeah. So like on your
off of the
screen,
page.
in the top left of your character sheet should be like a little, like 2 little overlapping squares.
Oh, yeah.
If you click on that, it pops your character sheet into an entirely new window.
Oh, that's a good one.
So I put, because I've got the stream perspective on my other monitor,
I can hear you now.
Ben can hear you.
Yeah, because I've got the stream perspective on my other monitor, I have to have everything on. I mean, it wouldn't matter that much. I could just keep minimizing it, but I like to just. And if it's not like relevant, then I just have it closed down. But
yeah,
it's nice.
That's fair.
And it still works when you just click on the things. It just sends it immediately to Roll20 as well. So. Oh,
okay.
We seem to have lost that.
Oh, Matt.
You lost me for a second.
Matt.
I'm back.
Okay,
because you're going to lose me a second again, but you're going to see why I'm not going to use my iPad, because to show you this is what I get to see.
Currently don't have an image of you, just have your voice.
I can't see Sam either, but
I just see Sam's head.
I'm here.
Sam's ear.
Oh, I can see Sam.
Yeah.
I can see Sam.
Yeah, I can
Matt's
see. I can see
picture is
Sam's
just like
ear.
The buffering
Actually, I can't
screen
actually
that's like
see.
2 squares.
Yeah, I can't. That's the same with me for Sam. But
Am I back yet?
It's not the end of the world.
it's
We can hear each other, and
it's not
that's
the end of the world.
thing.
And the thing is, it'll eventually come up. It'll eventually start to work again.
Stuff, yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to get onto my laptop, so I'll be there in a sec. But
Well,
just
as
not
long
yet.
as we can hear each other, let's crack
Yeah.
on.
On the bright side, the sound's better. So, we'll start off, I guess, with you guys meeting in Lone Hill. What would you? I guess you'd meet in Lone Hill. What was the bloody inn in Lone Hill called? The Stern Glow Inn in Lone Hill. The sort of Weatherspoons-esque bar in Lone Hill. I guess you'd all be kind of sat in there waiting on each other. What would you? What would you like to say? We can just skip to the point where you all just kind of come in. I'll leave it to you guys.
Are we skipping that I rode in on an elephant?
Oh yeah.
What?
This is something Sam's been keeping quiet. So maybe the rest of you are sort of like there in Lone Hill, like waiting around, and suddenly you can hear a lot of commotion from outside.
I feel like
People
Doc would probably
begin
be the last
to
arrive
cheer
because of where
and
he
laugh.
is. So
People
Doc
begin to
probably
laugh and
missed
cheer.
it.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. People begin to laugh and cheer Mazzy and Oramis then, and suddenly you look out to the gates of Lone Hill, and you just see Gylndan on top of an elephant, sort of striding in to the place on the back of this elephant, like swaying from left to right.
This is the best 250 gold I ever spent.
Why?
Just a companion for our travels. She's called Chikara, and she's actually quite useful in combat. So
The only problem is she can't fit on Luke's boat.
we're not going on Luke's boat.
Question.
Yes.
Like, do you need any sort of like mounted capabilities to be able to like use the elephant in combat? Like, or is that you can just like sit on the elephant and it's fine?
I won't be
Maybe
doing
actually
combat off the
50
back of it. Just be fighting. By
Yeah,
itself.
when it comes to combat, the elephant will do its thing. Just make sure it doesn't. Obviously, it's an elephant. If it gets hit by someone with a javelin, it's gonna fucking run or some shit, or it's gonna like freak the fuck out and start trampling things. So it'll be fine. We'll work out.
The elephant has more HP than any of us.
I mean, I imagine it's pretty tanky.
What's its
also imagine
encounter rating?
Challenge rating.
I do have a
Challenge
character sheet for the elephant. I don't know what about its challenge rating.
I don't know its challenge rating either. Actually,
It'll either be exceptionally low.
this is to see whether
elephant, or it'll be very high because actually a tank.
its challenge rating 4.
Is
Oh, I
it?
can't summon one of them as a druid.
It is. To be fair, its damage does 3d8 or 3d10. So it's a pretty tanky thing. Its attacks are gore.
Stomp and gore. Yeah. But if it runs from far enough, it can gore and stomp in one turn.
It's got to have a charge.
Yeah.
Chikara, everyone.
Chikara,
Where
everyone.
the fuck do you
And-
get an elephant?
From
I
a shop.
bought it from a vendor in the capital.
He bought it from a vendor. So, like I said to you guys before about the giants of the north, they sort of herd elephants and larger creatures.
The giant.
And I guess
Unless elephants are different.
Sam found a vendor.
Unless elephants are different, there is no way an elephant will survive in the north.
Yes, I'm sort of basing this on a new breed of elephant that can a bit more like a mammoth, where it has like longer hair,
Sam's
but you
got a
can get them with like shaved hair for them for those in the south. Like Sam could have one which has got his hair sort of cut and shaved for the purposes of the circus and whatever this guy
Is Sam gonna
who
have
sold
to
it
spend
to him
time? Is Gylndan gonna have
was.
to spend time like looking after his elephant and giving it like brushing its hair? And...
He did.
Yeah.
But no, just
Ben's taxing me quite heavily when we keep it at cities, but that's okay.
all you got to do,
Yeah,
Sam,
you have
to sort of shave the hair is just do a really weak fireball.
I'm not sure you understand.
That is a terrible idea.
That's very Oramis
Singe
thing
it
to
all
say.
Oh no, you just cast that magic missile really, really close to it, and it just as it slides past.
No, I reckon we just get Mazzy to just like use his sword and
Yeah.
just slice and dice the hair.
Just wet shave.
And that's how you waste 20 minutes of D&D talking about an elephant.
Oh, anyway, so that is Gylndan's arrival. Mazzy, I'm gonna say that around the time of the thing. So obviously after the last little one shot we did, you were in the army, and I'm assuming afterwards, I don't know, maybe you didn't, but I'm assuming afterwards you stayed and fought for a little while. You would have been given R&R just a little bit before this, so you would have been probably back at Whittlewood Manor just before this letter arrived. Oramis, I have no idea what the hell you were doing after the whole library situation.
Well, I spent
I'm
a little
imagining,
bit
yes,
time
something
in
to
the
do with the
capital.
boat smuggling.
Yeah, I spent a little
Where
bit
is
of time in
your
the
boat?
capital, and then I'm still waiting for God to sort out the boat.
I'm going to sort you out a character sheet for the boat in due course. I'm trying to sort out all the different boats there are, so that I know what yours
Ooh.
sort of compares to. But yes, I will sort your boat out in due course. Do not fear, my man.
But yeah,
So, sorry,
largely.
did us three come from Whittlewood Manor? Just sorry, Luke. We all Whittlewood.
I'm guessing most of you were. So actually, it's no surprise when
We all rode here on Chikara.
yeah, I guess you all instead. Yeah, Matt's here.
I haven't heard him speak for ages.
Matt's here.
I
Speaking
can't
of,
even speak.
I
Yeah,
can
I
see you and I can hear you.
I can't see him or hear him.
Either.
Oh,
This is going so
boys,
well.
yeah. Leave and come back. Leave and come back. This is going great, by the way. This is exactly how I thought this session was going to go.
Just like the siege servers last night.
I can hear you, Matt.
No,
I can hear you, Matt.
Still can't.
I'll leave.
I'll leave as well.
But I can now see and hear Matt and Ben.
I
Goody,
can
goody.
see everyone. I can hear Matt.
I
I
can hear
can't
you.
see Luke, but
I can't see
I can
Luke
hear
either.
Luke.
I can hear everyone.
I can now see Luke, and I can see everyone.
I can hear and see everyone.
All right.
Luke's,
Oh, I got a
Luke's
picture
frozen
of
in this
Chikara
position
behind
for
me.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
All right.
Um,
Hoping to dear God that there's no more technical difficulties.
Why did you say such a thing?
We will touch wood. We will carry
Um,
on. So I guess you guys would have rode in to Lone Hill on Chikara then. You were going to say, Luke.
As you do.
I was just going to say, like, as a quick thing, like, Oramis spent a lot of his time just sailing around the coasts of Ambyr, doing some smuggling jobs, earning a bit of gold, which we discussed before, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Hint, hint.
And no, I've already put it onto my character sheet. So.
Adapting
Yeah.
his style of combat as well, somewhat.
Indeed, yeah, spent some time in the capital.
Yeah, chilling the fuck out. So yes, we can probably cut to the point. So Dokrumir has probably shown up at this point. You can all kind of sit in the Stern Glow Tavern. What would you talk about? The year that's gone by. A lot of
How
happened.
cool an elephant ride was.
I'll leave the
Elephant.
RP down to you guys.
Well, so I'm guessing Doc doesn't know. I'll be probably informed Mazzy
I
about
know
what
literally
Oramis
nothing.
and I found on the heist. So I'm guessing, yeah, we just tell Doc about what we found in the library about Tiamat.
Yeah, that's cool. Doc, you now know everything about Tiamat that the others know, at least. That she's the god that killed other gods because she's a nice lady
All right, Doc's gonna get
and
up
got sent to hell.
Get up and just casually just be like, nope,
Yeah, that's the end of that.
he's done.
Um,
Go home. Not be part
Are
of
we all now sitting in the tavern together?
You are all now sat in the tavern together. Yes.
Excellent. So Oramis is gonna buy everyone a drink.
Oh, lad.
Oh, thank you.
Or that is 2.
So
That's 3 silver per person. That's 12 silver.
cool. Good thing I've got the money.
Oh, those rolls.
Oh, those rolls, Sam. Those rolls. Those
I bet
silver
I
rolls.
won't be able to use
Wow.
it today.
Nice.
Cannot wait for Shikara to do a crit on someone with that.
So I've taken off the 12 silver,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm also gonna say to the boys that come on, it's been a long time since I last saw you. You know, you're the only friends I've had in my whole life, and you mean a lot. Our adventures were the best times I've ever had, so I had these made. And
Are you dying, Aramis?
I am not dying. I'm just feeling a bit sentimental. I have had those made. Everyone check the Discord.
In the Discord, in
yes,
magic items.
Please. Thank you, Oramis.
And when
We
everyone
all
puts
have
them... Oh, you go.
Right now, I was just going to say I've had everyone made matching Guardian signet rings.
Then are
Thank you
the
very much.
rings of the Guardians. And
Indeed.
when you put those on, can everyone increase their maximum HP and current HP by 1?
Oh, boy.
I was expecting something dramatic. 1, but that's fine. I love it. Thank you very much.
Not quite dramatic, but it's a tiny little thing.
Oh,
It definitely helps. Thank you. Considering I rolled
Sorry,
a
JJ?
1 to increase my health yesterday.
Wait, Matt, did you do the whole of your one shot underleveled?
yeah.
He did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
He did,
Oh,
because we forgot. But it didn't matter because he rolled a nat 1 on his
increasing my health. Yeah.
health increase.
Yeah.
So he only gained 4 HP. Which is fine. Maybe that could be useful at some point. You never know. Anyway,
Well, thank you, Oramis.
is there anything else from the group? Dokrumir.
Sorry, what's that? I'm just making notes. No, I think he'd just be like, like quite happy to see everyone again, and just be like, anyone sort of start asking about anyone know what's going on. I guess he'd have a lot of questions about Tiamat and stuff like that, and what you guys have been up to and how you found all that out. Like,
Well, it's a long story, my friend.
yeah. And we shall assume that rather than actually reliving it, we shall assume you tell the story.
Well, I think the only important point is that Oramis is lucky to be here.
That is quite
Really?
true.
Oh god,
He
yeah.
is really, really quite lucky to be.
I imagine when Gylndan says that, Oramis is like, yeah, but I got this cool new blade, and it's just like whips out the forearm blade.
Yes, this new sort of forearm blade, the bracer on top with the sort of sigil of the dagger with the snake sort of wrapping around the blade of it.
Mazzy, next time I need something doing, I'll just hit you up.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'll be there. Straight away.
that's fair.
I guess we'd ask Mazzy about how the war's going.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
How is it
So,
going?
I mean,
as
you
far
have
as
to
you would
explain,
know,
mate.
the war's going okay. The orcs still have Northgard. It's been a bit of a stalemate for the past couple of months. The main problem is, if you can kind of see just under Northgard, there's these 2 rivers, like right here. The main problem is trying to get troops sort of over the rivers and to Northgard, which the orcs are sort of preparing because they're quite deep. They're quite deep and quite fast-paced rivers, so getting troops over them is a bit of a struggle. So it has been a bit of a stalemate for the past couple of months. Bjornar and Anna, so you're back here. If that is everything, is that everything?
Yeah. Oh,
You can make your way to the fort. Now, the fort, if you ask around, would be down. Everyone can see on the map, the fort is down here. You can see just at the end of this little river bit here. Quite a cute little place. It's about a day's travel. There is a fairly large group of people going there anyway, so you can tag along with them, or make you do survival checks and stuff for the purpose of moving things along. And because at this point it's it's fairly nice, it's calm, you're sort of almost escorted by this group of guards and group of people going towards there, and you would eventually make it to the party. In the distance, you see this fort. It's sort of very, very new walls, sort of shining and surrounding. The towers around it standing like 50 feet tall. It's already quite tall. There's banners of amber just going all around the side in a bright sort of red color. It's very, very clearly new, and very, very clearly a lot of money has been put into it. And we can start here.
Oh.
people.
I'd hella zoom out.
So, this is the fort. As you walk in, a cacophony of smells and sights.
Well, that's a
emerge.
word.
Indeed, that is a word. So, down here, you can see a bar. At the bar, there's a dwarven lord, sort of sat there, laughing, drinking. He's challenging a lot of people to drinking contests and stuff. All around you and surrounding him are lords and ladies of the land wearing very, very lavish dresses and outfits and suits of all different colors and all different all different races and stuff. There's dwarves, there's elves, there's tieflings, all sorts of things. Over here, in these two stands, we have two different, what kind of looks like, if you're going to think of the carnival or festive sort of stands where games, game stands. And one of them, it seems like people are throwing rocks at something to try and knock something over. And in another, it seems to be some sort of game of dice. And finally, over here, we have a group of bards playing a merry tune on a stage, people standing in front, dancing and singing along. And as the bards sort of play, you can see that they're creating this illusion above them. So as they sing about the fair lady of the land, you can see this sort of golden illusion of a lady with her flowing hair sort of going by, dancing in the wind. Then as they sing about the brave knight who defeats the monster or whatever and saves the lady, it's, you can actually see this sort of happening above them in this quite majestic illusion. The guards have been told to sort of stay on the top of the barracks over here. The only people that are down are the lords and ladies, maybe a couple of guards, the few you can see at the front, and a lot of dragonborn sort of servants dressed dressed sort of fancy, holding plates and plates of little foods and things like that. As you enter, a familiar face enters you, an old, getting old, little bit chubby man, blonde, sort of scraggly hair. Hello, gentlemen. Duncan Stoneglow. You must remember me. Hello, gentlemen. He goes and shakes all of your hands very, very eagerly. How are you? How are you?
Not too bad, Duncan. Thank you for the invite.
Yes. Please. Thank you again for everything you did for me, and please make yourselves merry here. This is a festival, a celebration. After all, I'll be up on the stand in a little while to give a small speech. But until then, enjoy yourselves. And he sort of rushes off to go talk back to some people. And I think we'll go in the order that I have here, in what everyone's going to do. So, Doc, what would you like to do in the party?
I will probably go around and have a chat to all the servants and things like that. Just find out how they're doing, how they like it here, what their life is like as in what they're how they're living, if they're comfortable, that sort of thing. Just have a bit of a chat to them all. Get a picture of their general well-being.
The Dragonborn servants.
Yeah.
As you go up to them and you try to make conversation with them, they just stand like they just stand motionless. They don't even look down at you, sort of looking up into the sky, clearly trying to act as if they have not heard you talking. Clearly trying to act as if you're not talking to them. Not in a sort of rude manner either. It's sort of in the case where they've probably, given how people still treat Dragonborn, it's probably in a sense of they've been told they're not allowed to talk to guests in a sort of thing. They're trying to keep very, very proper with handkerchiefs out, plate of food like that. They try and remain very silent.
Okay. I don't know, I guess I'll just sort of
Anything else?
try and see if there's one sort of roughly on their own, and be a little bit more insistent if there's no one seems to be about. And just be like, well, and just be like, will any of you guys talk to me? I'm just trying to be friendly. Are you allowed to talk? Just see if I can get an answer out of any of them. You guys allowed to talk? And that sort of thing.
I think at one point maybe one of them would just go shh, we don't want your pity. Shh. It's trying to remain calm, trying to whisper other side of his mouth.
Okay. Well, if I'm not really getting anywhere, I'll just sort of head back to the group. I'm not gonna persist and try and get them in trouble or anything like that.
I mean, if you wanted, you could make a check to try and talk to them. If you really wanted to, you could make a persuasion check.
Please speak to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you really did want to talk to one of them, you could make a persuasion check to try and, say, look, no one's around. We can chat. I don't mind, kind of thing. If you really wanted to, of course.
Yeah, I think he would want to talk to them. If it was we don't know, if they're oh, we don't want any pity or anything like that, I'd try and be treat them as an equal. That's
okay.
a 5, because I roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah, I think still the you try, you're trying to
-2. So that was actually
so you're trying to sort of you're trying to speak to these people, but very clearly it's not. They're not having any of it. They're shh, please, just please leave us alone. Enjoy the party, please. Just, shh.
I'll give
Trying
them
to stay
space,
silent.
but I don't want to get them in trouble or anything like that.
That's fair.
Flex
We'll
the
move
ring.
to Oramis. Oramis, what would you like to do in the party? Music's bands playing,
What Sam sent in the
people are
link
singing.
in the chat.
It's good. I feel like I'm at a party.
I'm not listed at the moment.
I'm going to walk around the party and going to go and start challenging these fancy people over here to games for money.
All right.
He's talking about the money, this guy.
All right. So you head over to this. Thing. It's particularly busy. There's a lot of people sort of gathered around trying to do it, trying to complete the game. It's a game where, like I said, so you have these small little sandbags, and there's metal poles, 3 different metal poles. You have 4 sandbags, and you have to knock the other rocks off of the poles. If you knock them all off with the 4 sandbags you're given, you get a prize. It's one. The guy sort of eyes you up as you're walking around. Ah, mate! Ah, come on, come here, come now, come one all. Well, as we see, we have a very roguish man here. Maybe he can be the first today to knock off all the 4 stones, and he's sort of like almost mystifying these stones. They've clearly got some like runes, but they're clearly made up runes, and they're just painted on in very cheap paint on the front of each stone. But they're meant to be some kind of like meant to be some kind of mystical thing about them. The lords and ladies around you like laugh and giggle and stuff. They do look at you a bit oddly. You can probably tell from all of you actually. They're looking at you guys a little bit like, why are these people invited? Are they the help? Are they further help? What's going
Ben, they've seen our statues.
Maybe some of them have. So, Oramis, I'll leave it to you.
Have you not seen? Do you not know who I am? I'm no rogue. Okay, I'm no ordinary common thief. I've got a statue. Okay, I'm
a statue. Statue where, sir?
In Lone Hill. Have you not seen it? I'm quite the big deal. Okay.
And then all of a sudden, people around just be like, "Oh my god, yeah! Oh my god, it's the guy with the statue! Oh my god! Oh, it's the hero of Lone Hill!" People just start like clapping towards you as you're sort of around.
There's 4 statues.
Yeah.
You're not with me right now.
Yeah, but Oramis only mentioned his statue.
Yeah.
That is a.
I think the rest of us are just sort of humble.
To be fair, actually, as Oramis says that, maybe more of you be recognized, and people start like looking over. Like, oh my god, it's the heroes. It's the mage. People. Oh my god, it's the archer. It's the pirate. It's the dwarf. Oh my god, sort of like that. Talking about your kind of statues in the in Lone Hill. The man at the thing that sorry, I don't live in Lone Hill myself, but people seem to be quite impressed. So I'll tell you what, sir. I'll half the price for you. 5 silver pieces. 5 silver pieces is all you'll need to enter the game.
Can I tell you what? Crowd?
I'll give you an extra sandbag.
Can I turn to the crowd and say, what do you reckon? 10 gold? I can get all the sandbags off. See if they want to place a bet.
I'm just no.
All right. Gonna place a bet of 10 gold. Yeah. So if you lose, you have to pay them 10 gold. If you win, you earn 10 gold. That's
how many people are taking up this bet?
It's sort of
it's 10 gold total. 10 gold total.
Yeah. I'm sort of imagining this is a bet placed with the man at the counter, and he's like, sure, sir, sure, go on, and he hands you these, these sandbags. So just make me a standard dexterity check to see if you can hit the sandbags, hit the stones off of the plinths.
Don't tell me that 23 doesn't hit.
Yeah, 20. Throw. Yeah.
He's a tiny stone.
That is a saving throw. Make me a dexterity check.
Oh, come on! This is going to be terrible. That's fine.
19 still hits. Yes, that's one off as you hurl this sandbag towards this little stone. Falls right off. I'm getting these really, really late.
Yeah,
I haven't got anything yet.
They're coming through really slowly for me as well.
Yeah, I've got 2.
I've still just got the 19. Is there something after
I've got
that?
1, yeah.
No, there's nothing after the 19.
Okay.
No, I've only
nothing 19. After the 9. Okay, only done the 19. Roll again. You still have another 3 left to go. So that's 1 off. Unfortunately, your second one sort of hits the pole at the bottom and just slumps down, and people are like, ugh. 12. Unfortunately, same thing happens. Just ends up hitting the backboard. It's like, lucky. I gave him that one more. In people, and people are like laughing and giggling around. Roll me 2 more.
Okay. 1, 2.
He's got a 15.
3.
Oh no! How many have you rolled? Jesus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The 15 would have hit.
This guy's so busy taunting Oramis, he doesn't notice Oramis is just picking up more stacks.
I admittedly have made you throw a lot there. I only meant to give you 5s, so I'll discount that last 19. So we got a 19 which hit, an 8 which didn't, a 15 which hit, a 12 which didn't, and a 20 which hit. Which does mean that you did knock all 3 off the pedestal. As you
Are there 3 or 4?
There are 3 of them.
Okay.
There were 3 sort of stones he had to knock off, and as he knocks the last one off, the crowd like gives a cheer. The guy as well gives you a bit of a clap. Well done, sir. Well done. And he starts pulling out a couple of coins from his pocket. So do some of the people around there, and they all chip in, and you can add 10 gold to your. You can add 10 gold to
Totally worth
your
it.
10 gold to your thing. We'll go to Mazzy now. Mazzy, what would you like to do in this?
I'm
part?
gonna head towards the bar.
Head towards the bar.
Have a quick drink.
Have a quick drink. That is 3 silver pieces. And as you're drinking, there is this old, stout, sort of dwarven man in very, very, very nice, clearly quite expensive outfit, but you wouldn't be able to tell because it's just got ale stained all over the front. He's had to have like this bib on for like this pie that he's been eating. There's ale stained over everywhere. He's clearly quite drunk. He's like, "Oh, hi, you're the art bow man. Yeah, bow man. The one
You know me
in
well.
the one in the statue."
Correct. Well done, sir.
I bet a man like you likes to drink, eh?
I'm known to drink a few.
What say you about a drinking bout, that is? He's turned into a pirate for some reason.
Okay. Well, I have in my party a fellow pirate.
Excellent.
Ben,
Barkeep. Hello, yes.
as I've kind of gone over to the bar with Matt. So with Mazzy. So I can overhear this a little bit, and as the guy says, "You want a drinking contest?" I'll just tap Mazzy on the shoulder, whip out my tankard of sobriety, and just say,
Yes,
"A good man always brings his own mug to a drinking contest."
Yes, he does.
Rather unusual. Roll me a deception check with advantage.
Is that for me?
What Mazzy or
Gylndan roll
all right.
because it is you giving it to giving it to.
To use the natural 20 here, is that fair? No, that's wrong.
Up to you, Sam. I do not mind.
You've got advantage
up
on
to
the
you.
roll, so you might as well.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You do have advantage on the roll.
Yeah,
so
Did you want persuasion, Ben? Yeah.
Deception.
Assuming your
Try and
toilet
see.
isn't in the toilet like mine and Matt's is.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
18. The
good
guy
one.
seems like, yes, I agree. A fine man brings his own ale, and he sort of like, reaches back into his beneath his cloak, and he pulls out this like tiny little flask, tiny little tankard sort of thing, compared to his quite meaty dwarven hands. Things are on the barkeep. Slaps the bar. Bring on the challenge. And the barkeep's like, there's no such thing. Fucking hell. All right, fine. And he pours 2 things in. Pours 2 drinks in. Mazzy, make me a Constitution saving throw, please. You have to get the best of 3 in a Constitution saving throw after he does.
Surely if he's got.
Okay, so do you want me to roll now?
tankard, though.
Well, yeah.
Oh no!
Do I need
yes.
to?
Oh no! Yes, if you've got his tankard.
That's literally the only use this thing has, Ben. Don't take it away from me.
Yes, no, you don't. So you drink. The man seems to pay for the drinks every round, and because he's a dwarf, he is resistant to poison and stuff like that, and he is impressed by the amount you're drinking. But with the deception roll of an 18, I'd say, I think you're sort of playing it off. The both of you are sort of playing it off quite well, and eventually the man he's just pulling back one after the other, and eventually he goes to lift one, and he doesn't even make it to his mouth. It just pours this ale all over his face. Slumps forward. He's like, wait, win. Win. Funny word, win. I never win. Oh, he sort of slumps in his chair, pulls out this small like couple of pieces of silver and just plonks them on the table. You can add 5 silver as you've beaten a man in a drinking contest.
Whoop-de-doo. I'm just going to go, oh, I feel a funny tingling sensation in my fingers.
Oh,
I think it's affecting me.
I would make you roll here, but he is blind drunk, and he is the effect of he is on the drunkenness table blackout drunk, so he's not going to remember any of this anyway. So he's fucking gone out of his mind. Maybe he's like sort of like tries to get off his thing. I'm gonna lie down, and he sort of tries to hop off of this sort of high chair that he's got, but he ends up falling onto the ground, and some of the Dragonborn sort of servants have to like run over and sort of help him. Like, get your scaly hands off me, you bastards! Like, I got it from here. Steps onto his feet, waves a little bit, and falls face flat into the mud.
I'm going to buy a drink for Gylndan, I think, for that, because being a nice friend.
Oh, look at that! That's 3 silver.
So, out of all of that, I lost 1 silver.
How did you lose
And
one
after
silver?
Yeah, no,
Because
you
I had a drink at the start.
Oh, yeah, you had a drink at the start.
And
plus,
then-
yeah.
but you've had how many silvers worth of drinks? That's the real question. Because he was paying for you, wasn't
Yeah.
What would you like to do amongst this party?
he? So Matty just bought me a drink. I will then take it. I'll go sort of watch the Bard's performance for a little bit.
Yeah, are you going to watch? Are you going to engage in the dance that's sort of happening and jumping all around?
Sort of appreciation for other magic users, so just watch it and enjoy. It's quite good.
That's fair, yeah. They sort of play a couple of different songs while you're there. You're there for a little while. They end up playing something about some raven-haired girl, a bunch of mix of sad songs, but mostly quite happy, very upbeat ones. Amongst them, they have like a guy who plays the flute, the guy who plays the lute, people who play all these different instruments, and you can see as they sort of play, this wispy sort of energy comes from the thing, creating these quite amazing, huge as well, like illusions from above. They're not like minor illusions, they're like massive, like 10-20 foot illusions all above you. And as you're talking, as you're watching Gylndan, you can hear a voice in your head. You would know immediately that this is from the message spell. And it's a voice you definitely recognize. It's a woman. She says, Gylndan, come inside. I need to talk to you.
All of the colour's just going to drop from my face. And we'll head inside. Without a word, without even sort of telling the others where I'm going, I'll just go.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, God.
You can head, if you want to head like inside here. And I just need to... And we will quickly reveal this place. As you walk in through the door, a familiar figure stands in front of you. It is in fact Moraine, the person who taught you divination magic. She smiles as you enter through the door, and she tells the guard to, he can, you may go if you want to. And the guard steps out of the room, shutting the door behind him. And then she begins a bit of light conversation. Gylndan, it's been far too long. How have you been?
What are you doing here?
I guess we're cutting straight to it. Something's happening, Gylndan. I've been able to see a lot of things since we last met, but I can never see past today. I don't know what it is, but something's going to happen today. As soon as I saw your name on the guest list, I'll admit it got me excited because I need someone I can trust here. So, something's going on, Gylndan, and I don't know what it is.
Can we trust each other, Moraine? You left last time I trusted you.
Well, I can trust you about as much as you can trust me right now, so we'll put it that way. And
don't think we have much of a choice here, then.
To be honest, I can't really trust many people right now. Not exactly. Do you know anything of the Black Talons?
The Black Talons?
Yes, they're a mercenary guild, assassins, thieves in the capital.
I can't say I do.
People, they have some kind of weird dagger with a snake thing as their sigil. Never heard of them?
Oh, did we? Just off beat. Didn't they try and kill Angus?
No, they didn't.
Okay.
No, it's not that.
Have we had any interaction with them?
I feel like I have one of their knives.
Why?
Indeed, you do.
That was the guy from Crypts. Not the Crypts, the library.
Ah, yes.
Well,
What are they called again, Ben?
The Black Talons.
Black Talon. Nice name.
Well, they wanted me to abuse my magic. Their leader, he, as all idiots do, they want me to see how they'll die, so they can stop themselves dying. I refused, and he's been trying to track me down since. But that's besides the point. Something is happening. What? I did have a vision sometime last year of, I swear it's going to sound absolutely ridiculous, and believe me, I'm not going crazy. But have you seen a dragon?
I'm not sure this is a place to talk about this, Moraine.
You have what?
We're staying in the Stone Glow Inn. Or meet you thereafter.
Yes.
And yes, it's we now.
We? Who's we?
My companions. It's a long story.
Oh, the dwarf and the others that you came in with. Yes, they did look particularly weird. I guess everyone needs friends in this kind of world nowadays. This world's gone bloody mad in the last year.
Wow, what a bitch.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah. All right. Yes, I'll meet you in the tavern afterwards. But keep an eye out. Something's going on. And with that, she will just sort of meander out and into the party, trying to act as if everything's sort of fine, trying to keep her eye away from you, but like keeping an eye on where you are, clearly looking quite worried, looking quite. Looking very, very tense. Something has definitely got rattled.
Can Oramis just look over and sort of, as she comes out, I'm assuming Gylndan comes out just after her.
Yeah.
Can he just sort of go, hey?
Piece of shit.
She's just going to look back and go, control your friends. I'm trying not to attract attention here. And she sort of tries to blend in with the crowd a little more.
Can I go around sort of all the guys and just say, just be vigilant. Have a feeling.
Yeah. Excellent. As you guys,
how long has this sort of been going on for, Ben?
This has been going on for about, so in terms of everyone doing everything they have been doing, it's probably about half an hour in sort of total of the whole everything going on.
I reckon Doc would have, he is not good with like crowds and people and stuff like that. So he probably would have, after like a few minutes of like not being able to like talk to any of the servants in the room, he possibly would have like see if he could like try to get find a back area and get them like on their own.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's like two rooms. The one that you can see up there. There doesn't seem to be anyone there that you know. But there is also this room sort of down here. There is a couple of different areas. There's maybe one like just over here by the guards. There's a couple by over sort of here. Yeah, a lot in different places. You can have a look in the towers as well. These 3 sort of towers to see if there's any in there. What sort of where would you sort of like to?
I don't know. I'd probably try
where would you sort of go?
I don't know, like head towards a sort of back room or something like that. Whatever looked like a back room where there weren't going to be like guests and stuff like that. So I could see if there was like maybe like a kitchen or something like that. Head in there, see if.
Yeah, that would be in sort of this tower behind the bar. So you'd have to sort of it's a bit of a squeeze. You'd have to sort of squeeze past the barrels and stuff, and the door would be somewhere probably right around here to get into the sort of lower floor of this place. And as you go in, you do see just this, because obviously everything is happening outside, and most of the food has been served sort of on the is served on the bar and in snacks that people are bringing around. There's maybe 1 or 2 dragonborn stood on their own in the kitchen, like preparing stuff, serving stuff in pretty like dingy sort of rags and robes and stuff like that, serving up some food. So if you wanted to talk to some of them, you obviously can.
Yeah, just sort of like wander up and be like, quite sort of conversationally, like hello, how's it going, that sort of thing. Like just trying to start a conversation as if he's trying to get to know people.
Yeah. Considering these guys are on their own, there's no one else in the room. Yeah. They might be like, hi. What are you doing in here? Guess I'm meant to be in the kitchen.
Should I? Would it be better if I left? How and then sort of bypass my own question and just move straight on to like, what's it? How are you guys doing? What's it like working here and stuff like that? It must be pretty hard working, cooking for this many people all at once.
It's all right. I mean, at least this time we've actually got some decent bloody equipment to do it with. Jesus, I swear that Duncan is a cheap bastard. I mean, he's a generous a generous boss. He pays us well. Sort of like heads, sort of down.
Sorry, I've met the mayor. I've done some work for him. I know how generous he is with his coin.
Yes.
Try and give him a nod. Like, yes, I know he's a cheap bastard. Do go on.
What are you doing back here? Oh my God, you're the dwarf, aren't you? The one with the statue. Oh my God, hi, it's nice to meet you. And one of them will sort of like go up and shake your hand. The other one's a bit more tentative. He's sort of trying to stay back. He tries to like stop the other one from going, but they seem quite keen to go up and sort of shake your hand. The statues must be quite.
Greet him and just be very friendly with him.
Oh, wow. People say you defeated some kind of god or something. Wow, that Mary Stoneglow really surprised all of us. She actually seemed quite nice.
Yeah, well, some people are nice and some people aren't. It's not always easy to tell at first sight.
No.
And you guys get a pretty rough deal.
Yeah, well, you know how it is, Dragonborns, all that stuff. But hey, we've got a plan.
This in Draconic, by the way.
I guess you could be, but obviously, so you said you wanted to be able to speak it better than.
Yeah, focus on speaking rather than like reading or writing.
Yeah,
so
probably.
Perfect, but I'm certainly going to be attempting it.
Yeah. Probably say you could be doing it in Draconic, and actually that makes the next bit sort of a bit easier. As you're sort of talking to them in Draconic, they'd kind of like look around and be like, "It's okay though. We're actually getting out of here in a couple of days. Do you have to promise? I didn't tell you this, but apparently there's someplace north we can all go, somewhere safe. It's what we've heard. Anyway, it's better than the shit down here."
Someplace safe in the north. You want to be careful travelling through the orcs. Have you got enough people? Have you got some people to look after you? Can you look after yourselves?
Yeah. A big group of us, warriors and all sorts. We have a plan. Just don't tell anyone, okay? But yeah. Apparently it's a proper safe haven. We can live free. People are saying it's really nice up there. What was his name? What was him? Harlech. Yes, Harlech. He told us. And the other one's just like, just keep your mouth shut. We're not meant to be talking to these. No, come on. He can speak Draconic. He's clearly a friend. You are a friend of Dragonborn, aren't you?
I am definitely a friend to the Dragonborn. My mentor was the Dragonborn.
Yes. See, I was like, whatever. I'm gonna go put these in the oven. And he sort of takes this like tray of sort of like dough ball kind of things, and he sort of walks out of the room. Anything else you want to talk to them about? Anything else you want to sort of ask them?
I'll just be like, I've taken enough of your time. I don't want to get you into any trouble, and I'll duck out.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Remember, shh. Keep all that hush.
Yeah.
And
I'll go to like shake his hand and like palm him like 5 gold.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah. I'll take it. Like, oh, thank you. He sort of like shoves it into one of the back sort of pockets, like clearly sewn on, cheaply sort of sewn on pockets of his kitchen garment, and you can head back outside. As you head back outside, the weather is sort of beginning to turn. It's beginning to get a little bit overcast. The wind is sort of rising over the plains a little bit more. You can hear it howling around the place. What would everyone else be sort of doing at this point? Is there anything else? Anyone would think to?
Can I just check? Was this the kitchen?
This was the kitchen round here. This well, you don't know what this place is, but this is just a room.
Casually, without anyone noticing, go have a look and see what's in this room.
Yeah, sure. Give me a. If you want to do it without anyone noticing, give me a stealth check.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. You can go and have a look what's in this room. And in this room is a guard.
Yeah.
He is asleep. A cask of wine in his hand, slunken on a chair in the corner, like no, not a cask. What's it called? A bottle. I said not a bloody cask. Bottle of wine, sort of in his lazily, sort of in his hand. He's asleep, like head in his arms, kind of thing. And in this room appears to be an armory. So there are loads of weapons and all sorts, fairly basic stuff: spears, swords, shields, bows, arrows, crossbows, all that kind of thing.
Can I restock my arrows?
You can restock your arrows. I would assume you have enough arrows at this point. But you can also see at the very end of the room 3 quite large chests. 3 really, really large, sort of quite ornate wooden chests that are sort of on the other end of the room, like over sort of here. If you wanted to sort of have a look at those, otherwise there's not really much else in this room.
Might as well go have a look at the chests.
Yeah, they are unlocked, and in each chest, in one chest, is a load of pistols. So if you kind of think about it, they kind of look like flintlock pistols, but with a sort of revolving chamber with 3 rounds in each one. So it's kind of like three sort of almost revolver like.
The last thing Mazzy needs is a gun.
I think I'll be taking a gun.
He doesn't get, he won't get bone, so.
Yeah, you don't get
take the gun.
With the gun. Nor do you have proficiency.
Nerf Mazzy by giving him a gun.
I will take the gun, but I will at a later stage offer it to one of the party.
I mean, Gylndan's basically got 2 guns right here.
Boom, boom.
No, I'm talking about firing off those magic missiles.
Magic missile with one, a flamethrower with the other.
In another chest is a sort of longer, larger gun. It seems like if you sort of imagine like a proper musket, again with this sort of 3-round revolving mechanism, a sort of wheel mechanism. And
this guy is getting
one
fired for leaving this stuff.
Yeah.
And then the
Unlocked.
final one is if you sort of imagine like an oversized musket with a much wider sort of end. It doesn't have the revolving. It doesn't have the revolving sort of mechanism, but it does have a sort of almost like. You know what, Jada? That's exactly like a blunderbuss. Yes.
Is it
this sort of really. There is a few in there,
Okay.
but they are
What's a
very, very
blunderbuss?
heavy. A blunderbuss is like if you sort of imagine a medieval grenade launcher
Oh, okay.
mixed with a medieval shotgun. Really more
Is it
a
the
cross
thing
between
that
a musket and a ship's cannon.
JJ in Pirates of the Caribbean 3, where he shoots himself back down the stairs? Is it that thing?
No,
Yes, that is a
It
blunderbuss.
looks like a horn.
Yeah, it looks
like a
someone
horn.
strapped a trumpet. But it looks like a trumpet and a rifle created some offspring.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
They are big. They are very, very heavy. You need like a strap to sort of hold it in place on you. It's not the sort of thing where you would lift it up and
It looks
train
like
it to your eye.
sort of flintlock musket, except the barrel is much wider and it has a flared end. So
Yeah.
I don't know. If
Yeah.
Okay.
that will
Well,
show
I
clearly.
assume I can only take
You can
one.
see,
Oh.
like, the flare.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Uh,
So I assume I can take probably one from the room.
yes, obviously. Imagine
Pistol
if you
tucked
took-
in each
if you
pocket.
if you took a larger thing, someone might be able to see
Yeah.
that you've taken one.
Exactly.
So
So,
I'd be fairly
the
wary.
second one was a rifle, wasn't it?
Yes, the second one was a.
I'll take the rifle to allow somebody else to enjoy the long range shooting of a rifle.
Okay.
But I'll keep that spare if anyone wants it. If they don't, then I can sell it on later.
The rifle or the pistol? Did you say
I'll take the rifle.
Oh, okay, yeah. In that case, so yeah, you take the rifle. There's nothing really much else in the room.
Oh, is there ammo?
You were going to say?
Is
Sorry.
there ammo along with it?
There is ammo. So if you want ammo, you can add 10 bullets to your.
That would be so mazzy to take the rifle and no ammo.
I thought Doc was bad at social etiquette. Mazzy's just ducked into a room and come out with a fucking gun. Not even like you can see it. He's got a bloody rifle.
I've already got my other weapons on. It's like, just add another one to the box.
I imagine you
how
probably
many
left
bullets
them at
was
the
it, Ben,
door.
You can take 10 bullets.
10. Lovely.
Indeed.
Oh, it's just
That's a good point for flavour, actually, Ben. Did we leave all of our stuff at the door, weapons-wise?
No, you wouldn't have left your stuff
See?
at the door, but more
Nobody notices.
probably, particularly you guys wouldn't have left your stuff at the door.
Oh.
People know who we are. We
Obviously,
trust
the Duncan Sunglow knows you guys. He knows who you are. So
yeah, we're not the type
he
of
knows that
people who just
you're-
go into random rooms and steal guns.
Well, obviously,
They are exactly those
he,
kind of people.
originally thought that.
You're the
As
soldier
you leave
amongst
the
us.
room-
You should have the discipline not to do that.
Well, as you leave the room, maybe you would. It'd be a couple of minutes before someone sort of walks up to you, like, "Excuse me, where did you get that?" And he points to the rifle very clearly strapped around your back.
Bought it, mate.
Bought it. These don't even bloody exist yet. We're unveiling them today, mate.
I was in on it the whole time. I'm gonna be
Make me a deception check.
deception.
Deception.
Please be a 4.
Where's that one? I've got -1.
Oh, I
You
saw the
are-
red.
you are-
I saw the red.
You are
Yeah.
so lucky. I was about to say with disadvantage, but I didn't. But even an 11, I'd probably say. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go check with my superiors on this. You stay where I can bloody see you, all right? And he goes off to. And he
Oh
sort
my
of
god!
like
I could.
sort of like walks off to try and find a captain. He just sort of disappears in the crowd a little bit. What do you do?
I'm going to
Be back.
use pass without trace.
Pass without trace. All right.
Wait, have I read this right? Can he shadow of silence radiance around you masks you and your companions from detection?
For the duration.
If I'm already detected, would he not be able to tell?
Yes. Well, yeah. So obviously, it's the sort of thing where if you are obviously in someone's thing, so it gives you a +10 on stealth, basically. So if you wanted to move, and you can't be tracked. So if you wanted to
try
move
and
from
go
here
out
to,
and hide it outside, and then come back in.
yeah. I mean, yeah, of course. Roll me a stealth check, but add 10.
Okay. Do I just roll and we just say add 10, or is there a way of actually doing it?
Just roll it and we'll say add 10.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, so very, very skillfully, you can't pass that trace. The sort of shadowy evidence seems to sort of glow around you, and you quickly sort of sneak outside the thing, bypassing the two guards right up front. You sort of sneak sort of around him, place the gun sort of in decent view of somewhere where you and only you would know, sort of underneath like a bushel or something like that around the corner, and then quickly sort of back into the party, just like hello, walking back in as the people go forward. Eventually, the guard will come back up. Eventually, the guard will come sort of back up to you and be like, "But hey, what? Where'd you? You had a gun? You had a gun before? What?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you bloody did. Look,
have you been drinking?
Make me a deception check with advantage.
Oh my god, this is so much fun.
This is a true D&D experience.
This is
deception with advantage.
fuck.
Yes, you bloody did. He bloody did. And the captain of the guard is like, yeah, I believe you. Where the fuck did you put that gun? Like, come on, hand it over.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not on me. I clearly don't have a gun. Check me.
Rest him.
You're welcome to.
All right, you're coming with us. And the two guards grab you by the arms, put shackles sort of around your hands, and they will take you back into the armory and sort of sit you down. As they walk into the armory, they sort of slap the sleeping guard over his head, and they're like, "Oi, what? Wake up! And they're like, "What? You? Oh, I swear to God, you're bloody fired after this. You've let a man come in and take the bloody guns." "Oh, sorry, boss." "Yeah, you better be bloody sorry. Sit down. Where the fuck did you put those bloody that bloody gun and the ammunition? Come on, hand him over."
Right, this was all a test.
What
You have
is wrong
failed
with you?
on you have poor guards here. I was hired to test your security, and clearly you have failed.
Hired
I've
by
managed
who?
to leave, put the gun outside, and come back in, and no one's even noticed.
Hired by who then? Go on.
Oh, I'm
Let me
not going to tell
entertain
you.
this Make me a deception check with disadvantage. No, make me a persuasion check with disadvantage. Sorry. Persuasion
my
check,
God.
disadvantage. Jesus Christ alive.
Oh, what roll?
Oh,
It's got a little bit out of hand.
Yeah, this party went out of hand a little bit.
I just went into the room to see what was in there.
Bloody...
You didn't have to take any of it.
No, I
You
didn't.
don't just say I went into the room and it all went from there.
Taking something small and concealable as well.
No, you decided... I did even warn you. But, yeah, so the captain of the guard is going to be sort of looking at you like, I don't trust you. And the other one's going to be like, a test? Shut up! I've never failed a test. Oh my god, we need to pass the test. We need... You're fired first for starters. And he looks to the drunk. Was like, what? We need another guard in it. We need 3. We need 4. Hire as many guards as you can to sit in this room and guard those bloody things. And the other one, calm it bloody down. Even if we were being tested, he hasn't given up who's testing us, right? So maybe the person testing us hasn't even noticed.
I'm willing to be nice. I can write a nice report.
What?
I'll go and get the gun back for you if it.
This is
Yes,
an Oramis
yes,
level
go and get
BS in right here.
Yes, go and get the bloody.
Actually, it's better
Yes.
than that.
Yes, if you could
Yeah,
go get the
successful.
gun back for us, put
Okay.
it back in the thing. We'll forget everything happened, and you can tell your superiors that everything went fine.
I think I might
Please.
do that.
All right, and they sort of unshackle the shackles behind you. They lift you up off the chair, dust your sort of your cape and your armor off. Like, thank you, thank you very much. And they escort you
You
out
are
of the room.
very welcome.
Are you going to go grab the gun?
I think I should.
But I don't want.
I don't really want to. I don't want to, but I think I should now.
Okay. Yeah, so you can head back outside, pick up the gun, pick up the small bit of ammo that you left with it, head back in. They're still waiting by the armory. They're like,
As promised.
an honest gentleman, finally. They grab the gun, they take it back into the armory, they turn around and they lock the door behind them this time, making
Well
sure
done.
that...
You shouldn't be leaving doors like this unlocked. Anybody could have walked in.
Well,
Sorry,
I mean,
you're
anybody
describing
did,
honest
didn't they?
gentleman has really tickled me.
If you're describing this to someone, you'd say, so Mazzy started going into the room and then he just left without gaining anything, and he wouldn't have any of the story. The adventure he went on. Incredible.
Oh my god.
Is that a good time for a quick break? Is that alright?
That's
Yeah, I was
probably a
about
good
to say
time for a
the
break. Yeah,
Pose
that is a very...
ourselves.
That is a
Oh.
very, very good time for a break.
Alright.
Oh
Right.
my god.
I'm crying.
Right.
See you.
let us return to the world of D&D.
Am I allowed to rejoin the party?
You are allowed to rejoin the party now. Yes.
Yes.
But we've all heard of your petty theft.
I didn't steal anything.
Yeah,
What are you
quite the commotion was maybe caused when you were like shackled and arrested and taken into the armory. A couple of people were certainly disturbed. Maybe even Duncan Stoneglow himself was like looking on. Maybe he'd go ask the captain about that later.
Damn it! I was kind of hoping they wouldn't go to him.
The party continues. In any other case, would anyone else be doing anything in particular in the party?
Just
enjoying everything.
Yeah. Perusing.
I'd like to pull Oramis aside at one point and just sort of run over the heist again and just say, I really hope you've learned some lessons from that. But it's important to me that you have learned some lessons from that.
I'll probably try and stick with at least one of the companions he knows, and given that Mazzy's out, probably Gylndan, as he respects him as sort of a similar authority, whereas Oramis is seen as more of a loose cannon.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Although
I think that's polite.
But I can't decide whether he would try and take it upon himself to control Oramis or just avoid Oramis.
He can't control Oramis.
Alright, he's going with Gylndan.
No one can control Oramis.
It'll be hanging out with Gylndan, sort of following him for social cues, because
it's reputable company.
Oramis isn't just my name; it's who I am.
It's a state of mind.
It's a state of being. Fair enough. As the party continues, like I said, the weather still begins to sort of turn. A bit of a mist now begins to appear over the plains. Nothing unusual. It is. If you think it was a year since the last one, so it is sort of that autumn-ish time, maybe early winter. Eventually, after about another half an hour of partying and dancing, after you've seen Mazzy get taken into the armory and back out of the armory in shackles, and then not in shackles.
Without shackles.
Came out without shackles, indeed, which is slightly questionable. Went outside, brought back in a gun, gave the gun to some people, and they locked the door to the armory behind them. Yes, the party is going quite fine. And then eventually, the music begins to stop, and Duncan Stoneglow himself gets up on the stage. He burps first. Ow.
Is he like a drunk announcer at a party?
A little bit. Well, you can imagine he's probably...
Of a black car registered R4.
Well, the owner of a black horse registered...
The owner of an elephant.
Go.
Please make his way to the entrance. It's breaking the town apart.
It's shitting everywhere.
Oh, I haven't
The
thought
owner
about
of
that.
the men with the elephant. Please. No. He gets up on the stage. The music sort of stops. People begin to slowly clap for him. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, one and all. I just want to say a few quick words before we can let the band get back to their business, of course. First of all, I just want to say thank you all for coming. I know we've had a very strange year, what with the war now brewing in the north and the poor King Alistair sadly passing away, and the passing of power to his son, King Jonah. It has been a strange year for us all, and I just want you all to know I'm very, very proud of what we've achieved in Ambyr. We are a unified state, a unified continent. Though we all are in different minds about a lot of different things, gods and things like that, we can all stand together as one when faced with adversity, especially the adversity of the North. The war in the North is hard and brutal, and I promise you every cent raised today, all the gold you've paid for drinks and gold you've paid into the party games and such, will go towards the men fighting for our freedom in the North. Yes.
This is so Boris Johnson.
It is so Boris Johnson, because before the whole thing in Lone Hill beforehand, I just watched one of his speeches on the TV.
Need to put a couple
next.
more ums in.
Yes. I can't do too many of them, otherwise I'll just start doing it like all the time. Next, I want to everyone to really quickly raise a glass. The good King Alistair was one of the finest kings Ambyr has ever seen, and he will be truly missed, and we hope that his son, King Jonah, will have a righteous and pleasant experience being king, and we hope he'll bring prosperity to us all. Cheers.
Hold on.
Raises glass. Everyone seems to...
I just need to go get a glass.
Whatever. Cheers. And he drinks. Everyone's now like looking at Oramis like, what? Dude, he was about to cheers the dead guy. Come on. And everyone takes a drink. Now, to something slightly more exciting. Gentlemen, Captain, if you could bring them out, please. The captain's like, yeah, come on. They go
I
over
have
towards
no idea what they're about to show everyone.
They go over towards the armory and they go to the door. They try and open the door, but the door is locked. Unfortunately, they're like, "Who locked the door? Who's got the bloody keys?" Oh,
It's
sorry,
not you.
there was some Sorry, my bad. A guard rushes over, opens the door, opens the door, and a bunch of guys go in, and they come out with these 3 chests. They place them upon the stage, and then goes, I will now take it over to hand it over to our esteemed captain, who will tell you a bit more about how we are ensuring the security of our fellow peoples. The captain comes on stage, a quite burly man, bald head, quite thick, sort of bushy beard. He is human, tall, broad, wearing like mostly plate mail over his mostly plate all over his thing. He opens all the chests and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we have paired with the dwarves this past year to ensure that we can only have the best for our soldiers. With the problems in the north, we want to be one step ahead of them. That means that the bows and arrows and javelins that our guards use are things of the past. Now," he picks up one of the rifles. "We have these." He shows off the rifles, and everyone's like, "Ooh, sort of like, oh, wow." We have had similar versions of these in the past, but the dwarves, being dwarves, thought that they weren't quite good enough, not efficient enough. We had to reload after every shot. Nah, these got a wheel lock system. You can fire 3 shots in these sort of casings that they've made before having to reload. All of the guards for every town and every village will be supplied with these weapons. If you see anyone without, who isn't a guard, or without these weapons, maybe be a bit wary around them. These are generally only meant for the guards and the official guards and soldiers of the state, and these will be provided to our men in the north as well, so that they can beat down the orcs and goblins up there. They can fire much further and hit much harder than your common bow and arrow, and
I beg to differ.
they are bloody beautiful. He sort of stares at them for a moment, sort of in awe of them. Right, this is a musket. This is the standard sort of long-range gun. Pulls out the pistol. This is what is called a pistol. It is very, very easy to use. Again, wheel lock sort of system. Smaller casings, not quite as much damage, but still damn easy to use. And this is what we call a blunderbuss. And he pulls out the blunderbuss. These, unfortunately, still have to be loaded every single shot, but damn, do they pack a punch. This'll kick back a goblin like God knows what. Jesus.
If there's any of the goblin left.
if there's any of the goblin left, of course. Yes, that is all from me. We just wanted to make sure that you know that we are doing our very, very best to ensure the safety of the people of Ambyr. Duncan Stoneglow just sort of gets up on the stage. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And he begins to speak again. Yes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's just one more thing. And as he says that, the wind picks up once more. Much, much higher and louder. And the fog gets even more dense. Crows begin to caw in the background. Birds fly all around the fort and then suddenly dissipate. The clouds begin to move above. Extremely black now. The sky changes to a sort of reddish hue. The party's clearly been getting worse. The weather's been getting worse over the party, but this is particularly strange. Suddenly, it begins to rain. Not a heavy rain, but just a light sort of drizzle. People sort of like looking to take over. I guess we can move these festivities inside. If everyone could. And then there's a crack of thunder. And then the lightning, a few miles away. There's one. A few moments later, a second crack of thunder, a few miles away. And then finally the third. And upon the third, you can see this sort of silhouette appear where the lightning strikes, miles into the distance. It seems like the silhouette of a tower, sort of clouded by the fog and mist, and the wind swirls around the place, making like hurricanes and whirlwinds all around the fort, all over the plains. And suddenly, as the winds sort of sweep the fog away, you see this. This great tower suddenly appeared in the plains of Ambyr.
Is it floating?
It is indeed floating. And Gylndan, as you see this tower, just you, Gylndan, and maybe you can see Moraine over within the corner of your eye as well. As you see this tower, your brain, your mind sort of racks with this pain, a pain unlike anything you've ever felt. It's like your head is like about to explode. You collapse on the ground, and you begin to have a vision.
Oh dear.
Prepare for some monologuing, son.
Oh.
Gylndan, you find yourself standing atop a tower of a great castle. You know not where. You find yourself wearing very ornate robes overlapping each other in multiple layers of fine stitching. Below you, a ginormous battle. Demons and monstrosities of hell, as far as your eye can see, advancing upon the soldiers of Ambyr. They're making good ground, and outnumber mankind 10 to 1 at least, but the soldiers hold the line against the unfathomable abominations below. Your vision suddenly takes you down into the battlefield, where you can see Dokrumir among the ranks of the soldiers, protecting an elven swordsman who lays upon the ground wounded. He fires a bolt of radiant energy at a demon, finishing it with a mighty blow to its head with his hammer. With nearly moments to spare, he tries to cast a healing spell over the elf, not noticing the demon advancing upon him. As quickly as the healing energy grows in his hand, it fades away from him. The demon, with its long glaive, thrusts the blade through Dokrumir's chest, raising him up high into the sky, and throwing his corpse into the dirt. Your vision now takes you across the battlefield to the east. You see a troop of soldiers cutting through the monsters like they were butter, slicing and stabbing their way through their ranks. Mazzy and Davyak lead the charge, their unit close behind them, Giri, Navado, and Mittens, cleaving through the hordes of the damned.
Oh, boys.
But they were soon stopped in their tracks. Before them, a skeletal figure rises from the ground before them. Before the brothers can circle round it, vines grow from the ground, entrapping the brothers, and the whole unit in place. Davyak looks to his brother, opens his mouth to utter a few words, before the figure clenches its open hand. Suddenly, foot-long spikes and thorns grow from each vine, entrapping the unit, cutting easily through their armor and into their skin, finally dragging their dead bodies beneath the ground. Finally, the vision takes you far west. The battle rages on for miles and miles, all the way out to the coast, where upon the seas a battle continues. At the helm of a great frigate stands Oramis, blood and sweat trickling down his forehead. The shadow blade in hand, he cuts down 2 impish devils that invade the ship, hitting a third between the eyes with his hand crossbow. With the ship temporarily clear, he looks to his crew, barking orders across to them to make ready for another attack. But this attack they weren't quite expecting. A low roar emanates from the ocean, causing a ripple through the waves. Then rising from the water, a gargantuan eel-like creature, covered from head to tail in massive blue scales, its head adorned with massive horns, dozens of demonic eyes staring down at your ship. It opens its mouth, revealing thousands of giant teeth within, and lowers itself back into the water. Oramis's crew fears the worst, but he seems to know what's coming. "I'll be with you soon," says Oramis, under his breath, before the beast suddenly rises from the water again, now beneath the boat. It opens its mouth and devours the ship. Along with it, its crew, and its captain. The vision returns to you, Gylndan, as you stand still over the battlefield upon the castle tower. Your heart aches as your fellow guardians have all met their end. In your anger, you let out a scream and raise your dragon ramstaff high. Shooting from the staff, 1,000 magic missiles burst forth, covering the land in a radiant glow. Each missile makes its mark on a demon below, decimating the portion of the army. But it seems of little use, as what monsters you just killed, double their number, now take their place. In the distance, thunder claps again. Once, twice, and upon the third time, the earth shakes for a moment, as from behind the pillar of smoke and fire, over the horizon, a figure suddenly appears. She stands the size of a mountain, her 5 heads writhing and screaming about. She steps into view, all heads locking eyes with you, Gylndan. I have fulfilled my promise. I have returned, she screams, as she unleashes every breath weapon she has upon the castle. Before the chaos can reach you, Gylndan, you close your eyes, and your vision fades to black. Before you know it, you once again stand amongst the party. The headache is gone. You are fine. As you look up to
I'm not fine.
As you look up to the castle, from its very tip,
Jesus.
you can suddenly see monsters and creatures flying forth, almost like they're just suddenly appearing, as if teleporting there. Creatures, a lot of which you can't quite comprehend from this far away, fly in each direction. However, a swarm of them head towards you guys. The captain barks some orders, and the guards on the thing begin loading arrows into their crossbow. And as they get closer, it almost seems like a swarm of crows flying towards you, but much, much bigger. They sort of have this weird necrotic mist covering them and flying as they go, flying as they go around. They seem to be protecting one middle sort of large crow. And as they get closer, the captain of the guard sort of raises his hand. Knock! All the guards seem to knock an arrow to their crossbows. Loose! They all fire arrows into the sky, piercing a lot of the crows, taking a lot of them down from the sky, but many of them do still stand and continue to fly towards the castle. Castle fort. Back at the fort. Sorry to switch you around to a bunch of things. People are scared, terrified, and so they should be, as the crows begin to sort of flap their wings much, much harder now, and they sort of, each and every one of them fires this sort of like flaps their wings towards you guys. And can everyone make me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh.
Let's write
Mazzy passed. Oramis passed. Dokrumir failed.
Cool.
And Gylndan also failed. Let me just... That's 6. That's 1. That's 5. That's... Can you take 12 damage, each of you, please? As these sort of knife-like things fly towards you, they stab into you, and they look like... They're sort of like in the shape of feathers, almost. But it's strange. They have this weird sort of, again, necrotic mist about them, and they look and feel, as you touch them, they feel like the material of like charcoal or coal, something like that. And Dokrumir and Gylndan, can you make me Constitution saving throws, please?
Oh, I never like stuff like that.
You're both fine. As you feel the daggers sort of seep this energy into you, it contracts, and you're able to pull the daggers free from your chests. A lot of people in the party begin to panic. A lot of them, unfortunately, get hit. People begin to get like slammed with these sort of like necrotic knives, and you can see them almost turn to like stone. They physically turn into this sort of coal-like substance, sort of frozen in place, and then a final one breaks them, and they crumble into dust, into coal, into nothing. So that would be
Good
all
that we
these
passed
people.
those Constitution saving throws, JJ. Can we go back to before the break when it was just a party? That was good, Ben. But at the same time, I'm slightly pooping my pants.
Oh, my hand is now killing me after writing all that down at speed.
Flying down towards the fort suddenly appears all these crows. Most of them are battling the guards around the fort. But in the midst of them appears a sort of larger crow, and it lands and it covers itself in this shadowy sort of mist. And revealing from the mist is a knight. Around him, he has some friends that sort of fly and spin around him. And he stands there. He holds a sort of long glaive, and he wears this sort of like black, like coal black armor. He looks sort of around you. Ah, Earth. It's nice to be back. Hello, Guardians.
Oh, how does he know us?
Did
My
not
master's-
sign up for this.
My master's told me all about you. She actually brings me here with a message. Tiamat regrets that she can't meet you here in person today. She did enjoy your meeting last year. She hopes that she'll see you very, very soon. That is if I can't finish you off first. And he sort of brandishes his blade. And can everyone roll me initiative?
I'd rather not.
Oh my god.
No, Matt rolled a 5, I rolled a 16, that's fine.
Roll initiative for this guy. That's 9 plus
Oh, yeah, what?
10 plus 1. 10. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You still beat me with a
You have still beaten
nat
Matt.
1.
So it goes Gylndan, then... No, it goes Doc, then Gylndan, then...
Oh my god. Fucking-
Then...
Tammy Abraham just cleared it off the line.
Not the pressing thing here, Matt.
Sorry.
Yeah, the pressing
Doc.
thing is how I've
that's
already
close.
written 1, 2, 3, 3.5 pages worth of notes for this session.
This has been a busy one.
Yeah.
This has been a busy one.
Alright, so
Dokrumir,
these things...
you
are
are up
these
first.
crows?
They are crows. They are about 3 foot in height, and their wingspan is obviously double that. They sort of fly around. If you sort of imagine, they're about 10 to 15 feet off the ground. Sorry, they are like
Off the
flying.
air.
They're sort of flying in the air. As they fly and as they flap their wings, you can sort of see this sort of mist like appearing off their wings and leaving a trail as where they're flying around.
Okay.
Could really do with an archer that just doesn't miss.
Oh, and by the way, Sam, you probably saw Moraine run inside as well. She's
I don't blame her.
still recovering from all this stuff. She's not quite battle hardy as you are.
That was very good, by the way, Ben.
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
was
Everything he wrote was very good.
proper
Yeah.
impactful. Alright,
That's
I'm
good.
gonna try...
In my first draft of that, I maybe went into way too much detail about how you guys died. So
I thought you went into quite a bit anyway.
I had to cut it down. Anyway, Dokrumir, you are going to try.
I'm gonna try a level 3 command on
Level
3
3 command.
on 3, yeah, which means I can target 3 creatures. So I'm going to target this
Uh-huh.
crow, this crow, and this one, and I'm just going to command them
Yeah.
to flee.
Command them to flee. Oh, I like it.
They must make a Wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
Spell
Okay.
has no effect if the targets are undead, doesn't understand your language, or your command is directly harmful to it.
One of them failed. One of them. What's the DC? Sorry.
15.
One of them passed. And another one passed. You have made one of them flee. One of them sort of hears this, and their mind sort of they like begin to shake their head and think that kind of thing. And this one here just begins to will on its turn fly away. It will. You can see it's already like beginning to raise itself up to sort of fly away, and the knight, the king of crows, as I've called him, sort of looks at you. She warned me about you.
What's one of them dealt with?
Is that everything? Is that everything, Doc?
I don't think I've got any. Yeah, bonus action, Shield of Faith on Gylndan, which gives him +2 AC.
Thank you.
Lovely. Next up, it's Gylndan. What would you like to do?
What are the sort of specs on that, Doc? Does it require concentration, or do I just have it?
It's my concentration.
Okay, that's cool. Ooh, right. I think we want to be smacking this boy in the middle. Which one's fleeing?
This one here.
Okay.
I'll find a little symbol to put on him to show that he's a scaredy cat.
How high are these things up in the air?
They are 10 feet, 15 feet up, all of them.
Okay.
There we go. That's the one that's fleeing.
Yeah. I think I can get 2 of these in a fireball. The Crow Knight and one of them. I don't know if I can get 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think I can get, if I get this one, because they're 15 feet up. It's got to be like almost centered on him. Actually, if I went maybe here,
I mean, if you send it like
I could definitely get 2 of them.
What's the radius on fireball again?
20
foot radius, so
if you centered it here, you would get this guy, the knight, and this guy, but not this guy. So you could get.
You think those 2?
You could get.
you could send. Yeah,
So if you centered it
I think it'd be a trade-off.
Here or something. I reckon you can get 3 with a fireball if you put it like here.
Are you happy with 3, Ben?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
happy to sort of say that. Yeah.
I'll go with these. I'll go in here because it's away from the building then.
Yeah, go for it. Roll me for fireball.
Okay. Bum.
He needs to make a dex save. What's the DC for the dex save?
14.
14. He rolled exactly 14.
Great damage.
Plus.
It's not bad. 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 1, 1, 5.
Which were the ones that would get affected? Which crows would get affected?
The one between Mazzy and Oramis, and then the one to his right.
Well, even if they pass the thing, they're dead.
Nice.
Oh, they're really
This
good.
guy passed the thing, so
Why do I
this
feel
guy
like there's
passed
going
the
to be
thing.
more of them?
So, well, if you think there's like dozens of them flying around the fort, battling against the sort of troops that are out there.
Yeah.
So,
How much damage did you take, Ben?
what's half of 27? It's
13.
13. So he took 13.
13.
He took 13 damage.
That'll do.
From that, you fling this fireball. It explodes. You sort of like manage to cover most of his body with
I've
this like
lost Matt, I think.
thickly plated thing.
Again.
Completely.
Nope, he's still there. He just hasn't said anything for a while.
Nope, he just hasn't said anything.
No,
for
I haven't
a little
needed to say
while.
anything.
Is that everything?
Can you see me, Jody?
No. You've still got the like buffering loading thing for me.
Oh, for God's sake.
I just don't
What should I
think
do?
it's effective, unfortunately.
5, 10.
No, well, fair enough.
As long as I can hear you, it's fine.
Yeah, fair.
I'll come
I
round
can see all of you, so
here, Ben.
Come round to there. Yep, sounds good.
That's my go.
Blasted fireball. He seems pretty pissed. Yeah, nice turn. Unlucky about the damage of the fireball, but hey ho. Now it is his turn.
Oh.
You can sort of see one quite important thing I forgot to mention. He has this sort of cape that's made of the same sort of feathers that the sort of crows have. This sort of coaly substance, almost put together like you would put together like scale mail armor. What is he going to do on his turn? He is going to walk up to Gylndan because he just did a shit ton of damage. 5, 10, 15, 20. And he's going to make an attack against you with his glaive. That is 6 plus, what's the... plus 5, 6 plus 5 is 11. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
No, but I don't like the +5. You can put that away.
And what attacks does he have? He is going to make a... Oh, what's he going to do? I think he's going to show off his fancy ability. So, he makes an attack with his glaive, spinning it around. Gylndan manages to dodge it and sort of bat away the glaive with his thing. And as he sort of spins it around, he sort of flicks his cape, and his cape almost acts on instinct. It seems to be this sort of sentient thing. Imagine like sort of Doctor Strange's cape that sort of flows sort of on its own in a way.
I'm about to get bitch slapped by a cape.
You're not. As it swings about, it ends up firing a load at Dokrumir. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please, as all these sort of dagger things fly towards you once more.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Oh lord. Okay, let's have a look here. So that is...
Oh, Ben, did I forget to tell you I've bought like 100 healing potions?
Did you walk around the party with all of them in your hands?
That's one. That's one. That's 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 7. You're really lucky, JJ. Can you please take 7 damage?
I mean, it was
What was the max you could roll there?
It's 4d6.
Oh,
That's alright, or 4d6.
That's awful off 4d6, and you don't have to make a Constitution saving throw either.
That's good.
let's kill this bloke quick.
This crow is going to make an attack against, probably, seeing as his master's attacking someone, he's going to attack him. So Gylndan. Wait, does it have the range? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45. No, so it's going to have to fly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 over here. Now it's going to make an attack against you. 13 plus 1, 14, Gylndan.
I don't think that hits with Doc's shield
hang
on me.
I need to make a...
Was it
con
+2?
save
Oh yeah.
First. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, you still got Shield of Faith.
And how much is
What
Shield
is
of Faith?
what is it? +2?
+2 AC.
And it got
Okay,
14, so
Yeah, that hits dead. That's annoying.
that does hit dead.
Your AC is
Oh.
fucking terrible.
Sam, can you please take 5 damage?
Oh, that's fine.
But he
As-
keeps that +2 until you lose the concentration, JJ,
Yeah, he
doesn't
does.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
And will the crow guy make bonus actions? Not this round. I don't think he will. I think he can do whatever. Does the one fleeing have to make anything, JJ, to sort of end the thing, or is that it? It's just fleeing now. It's just gone.
It's just fleeing. Also, I shouldn't have been able to cast Shield of Faith because that was 2 spells in 1 turn. I've just realised.
I'll allow it this once because you already did it now.
I mean, it hasn't had any effect, so I'm quite happy for it to just not be.
That's fair enough. All right, well, this crow's fleeing, and we can just kind of say that in his turn, he's going to go 5, 10, 15, 30, all away. Next up, it is Mazzy.
Right,
No, it's
well,
not. It's Oramis. No.
That's true.
You rolled
With
a
6.
natural 1, so I'm putting you at the bottom.
Well, even though he beat me.
Even though he beat you, a natural 1 is still a critical failure. So I'm going to put you at the bottom anyway.
It's not
I'm
very
not-
nice to say about honest.
All I'm
can
going to
get
say,
to-
Mazzy, is don't stand there.
Well, okay, I'm going to take a step back then and go to here
Back.
because that's the closest I can get.
Because you can get...
What? That's as close as I can get out of, I assume, his spot. And I'm going to fire at this guy.
Okie dokie.
and
Roll
pray that I roll high enough to not
Foregone
accidentally hit
conclusion.
Gylndan.
Rolled hit.
One might assume.
Oh my god. No.
Mate, I put on my Instagram that you never miss. Come on. That doesn't hit, I'm afraid.
What does happen? Where does this arrow go?
So you sort of you fire the arrow. Oh, actually, yeah, roll me some damage.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Well, who's standing on the other side of the dude, Sam?
How's he hitting me? If he's missing the guy, how's he hitting me? I'm sure
If
the
he
guy
can-
with
if
the
he
big
can
feather
hit
cloak is
Gylndan.
covering most of me.
Nah, I don't think I'll do that. I'm not going to do it unless you are like directly opposite. So no, don't bother rolling me damage.
No,
the
I think
arrow flies away.
You'd be hitting me if I was either side of him, but directly behind him, I don't think you would.
Yeah.
I also want to point out, I accidentally forgot to cast Hunter's Mark. So, even if it did, I'm quite glad I didn't say that.
You do have another attack, obviously.
Do a bit better this time, Mazzy, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to do a bit better this time. Can I cast Hunter's Mark this time?
Yes, you can as a bonus action
Okay.
between attacks, of course.
15 feet in here.
Nah.
Alright,
That
fine.
definitely hits.
Oh, there we go. That's the Mazzy we know.
Roll the damage. 10 piercing plus 2, 12. That is a hell of a
I'm
hit.
pretty certain if the big guy goes, then I don't think that thing's
We've
gonna
had this
stand around.
before. We
That's
took
not
out Older Red Dragon. Actually, yeah.
Nice. So yeah, first arrow obviously goes extremely awry, sort of pinging into the walls of the fort. Second one slam straight into sort of in between the sort of plates of his armor. Yeah, very very nice shot there. Anything else, Mazzy, on your turn? You can't do anything else. You've done your action, your bonus action, and your movement. Oramis, you're up, my friend.
Yes, I am up, and I'm going to sneak attack with the not with the shadow blade, with the hidden blade.
Sneak attack with the hidden blade, yeah.
5, 10, 15 feet of movement.
Yes. Roll me for the hidden. Roll me to hit, actually, first of all, with the hidden blade.
Yes.
Oh, that definitely hits. Roll damage.
And I get advantage. And
You do get
how does it?
advantage.
And Ben, how does it work with the sneak attack and hidden blade?
It's only on a
Thingy.
surprise, so just roll to hit, and then roll your just roll to roll your damage, and then roll the sneak attack. So on a surprise, you would deal full sneak attack damage. That's like 9, and then not full sneak attack damage, but yeah, that's how I sort of worked it out. And then roll me sneak attack 3d6.
3d6, thank you.
Oh, that's not.
Decent.
That's
That's
not
okay.
right. Hey, that's the door.
You could set up, you know how you've got all your weapons set up, you can set up one of them and just label it sneak attack, so you just click that every time, and it'll automatically roll 3d6 for you.
We'll
Anything
do that.
else? That was your technically bonus action.
It just occurred to me that that's a thing that we could do.
You
Right, can you use that as a bonus action?
He can attack with his concealed blade as a bonus action.
Oh, well,
as
that's-
like a little.
Wow.
But he can only sneak
well,
attack once per turn.
Well, in that case, I'm also going to shadow blade him.
Shun-dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's exactly the same roll as your last roll.
Oh
Roll
yeah,
the damage.
8.
8 damage. Nice. Nice. Anything else on your turn?
That is everything.
Oh, I did a stupid.
What stupid?
I had a roll to make him fail the dexterity check on the fireball.
You did.
I've been playing. I haven't played Gylndan in a while.
Nice, yeah. So Oramis, you've sort of like crept up behind this guy, slashed him right across the back, sort of between the thin plates of armor on his back, and then stabbed him straight in the sort of maybe like leg or shoulder or something with your sword, dealing quite a bit of damage on one turn, actually. We'll go back to Doc. Doc.
Hold person.
Hold person. What's the save he has to make?
It's a DC 14 Wisdom save.
DC 14 Wisdom save.
No, DC 15.
Oh my
sorry.
god.
Oh, I'm thinking
DC 15 Wisdom save.
mittens.
Boom. He rolled a 17.
You are a bastard. Go down.
I am a bastard. I
Wow.
will. It's called a grave.
Yeah.
Haha.
So you're going to die in your grave. You're
Yes.
not going to die
I'll
and
be
then
ready.
be put in the grave.
I'm gonna be ready.
Lovely.
I'm gonna be ready for it.
It's a held action.
Held action die. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah,
on your turn,
I
Doc.
will move up to here to try and pull some focus off Gylndan.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent.
Doubling down.
Just to,
Doubling down on him. Nice.
just to
Glyndon.
Right, so
Oops, sorry.
I would like to try one of my new toys. So
Mm.
we're going to try a cheeky bestow curse because he's within touching range.
Okie dokie.
Hell,
What does
Uh,
bestow curse do?
Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of options. I would like to. You can agree stuff outside of this list with you, but I haven't done that before, so I'll just go with something off the list. So I'm going to wild curse. The target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turns. If it fails, it's wastes its action doing nothing.
Wastes its action doing nothing. That's
So-
not a bad.
That's quite
So
cool.
I think there's an
Okay.
initial wisdom saving throw to see if the curse hits him,
Okay.
and it's concentration, and it's a minute. So yeah,
Cool. All right. He rolled. What is it? Wisdom.
yeah.
He rolled 13.
Does it get a modifier on that? Or
Nope, that is with the modifier.
oh,
13.
mine's 14 then. Yes.
Oh boy.
Right. Okay. So he's got to roll a wisdom save at the beginning of each turn, and if he
Otherwise-
fails, he doesn't do anything.
For his action, does it count for bonus actions?
No, it says action, so I don't think so. No. Let me have a look.
Sweet. Okay.
It wastes its action that turn doing nothing, so you could still use a bonus action. That's how I would read it.
Okay. Cool.
And then I'm going to get out of here. So I know moving will trigger an attack of opportunity, but I'm just going to replace his attack roll with a 3, so he's not hitting me.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. You've sort of foreseen sort of what the attack he's going to make will be, and you can very, very easily sort of duck out the way. Where are you going to move?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You okay if I go up here?
Yeah. Of course.
Okay,
They're there
that's
for a
not
reason.
bad.
You are now about 10 feet up.
Sweet.
No. Yeah. About 10 feet up. These stairs sort of lead to the ramparts, which at the very top of the stairs would be 15 feet tall. So yeah, you are about 10 feet of the 15 feet up
Sweet.
the stairs. Very nice job.
Thank you.
Anything else, Glyndon? Is that it?
That's all. That's all.
That is all. All right. So he needs to make a wisdom save at the start of his turn. 11 plus 1 is 12.
He
That's-
spends his action doing nothing.
He spends his action doing nothing. All right. As a bonus action, he's going to call some birds.
Oh dear.
You can sort of see him like raise his staff in the air, and as he raises his staff in the air, this sort of like twisting, shadowy etherealness begins to sort of form, and 3 birds, no, not 3, 2,
3 little birds.
of which I'm just going to copy and paste because I didn't prepare them, are going to sort of come from the fight, or sort of appear from the fight that's happening over like on the battlements and stuff, and they're going to begin to make their way over. So they're going to use their things to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20. That's his bonus action, so we can't really do anything else. But all three of them are going to make attacks. One on Mazzy, one on Oramis, one on Gylndan. On a Mazzy, roll 10 plus 3 is 13. That doesn't hit because you got 16.
Nope.
The one on Oramis, roll 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 hits Oramis, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
That hits, yeah.
1d6. Can you take 6 damage for me, please?
Yeah.
And the one on Gylndan is 11 plus 3. That is 14.
That hits.
Can you make me a concentration save? Concentration save? I don't know what the save is. I think it's Constitution.
Saving throw to maintain concentration.
Yes. That.
What's the guy be just over 10?
Over 12, I think, but you still pass.
It's 10 or half the damage.
10 or half the damage,
So
right.
if the damage
Well,
is over
how much damage am I
20, then you have to then
Yeah.
it's more than 10.
How much damage am I taking, Ben?
you have taken... Let me roll for the damage. You've taken 5 damage.
Yeah. So that'd be 10 for that.
When
Nice, you
when
still
he hits
passed,
me
though.
with that, I'm just gonna take the hit and go, oh, Doc, a little bit of help, please.
Very nice. I just need to write some down. O G M D. So, Doc, have you been hit by the crows yet? You haven't, but you were hit by the thing, and you took 7 damage. So that's 7. Gylndan has just taken 5. Oramis took
I got
5,
hit by the
and Mazzy
initial
has taken nothing.
when it came down, and I got hit when he attacked Gylndan. He did a swishy thing with his cape, and that also hit me. I haven't been directly attacked by the crows.
Right. Okay. Cool. Just for purposes of which I can't tell you. But that is all he can do in this round. He can't make any of his attacks on Doc or Oramis because of Glyndon's curse. Well done, Gylndan. Mazzy.
Right. I can just make it here. I'm still under the impression that if we kill this guy, there won't be any more flying things, so kill him first.
That's fair. Roll to hit with advantage. You do hit.
And my hunter's mark is still on him, so...
Indeed, so roll me some damage. That is 12 damage plus
that's
1. That's 13 damage. That's a pretty damn good roll.
And if he's still hanging about, I'm going to do the same again.
He is still hanging about, healthy and hearty. Ooh. That just hits. Yes.
A little
You're
bit.
just a machine.
It's advantage. It's advantage, there's 20.
Oh, yes,
fine.
of course, it's advantage. Yes, of course. So that was 12
Absolute
again. Damn.
machine.
Absolute machine. Just a damage farm
Yeah.
is our...
yes. I mean, what is the point of me in rolling? Should I just roll to hit? Just roll damage?
Very nice. So yeah, after a
That's
brief
all
duel,
Gonna be
this,
filled with that.
12 and a 13 on all his attack rolls.
Huh.
yes, because he's a bit of a god. Yes, after
Well,
a
the
sort
one
of
doesn't.
after a
tell
sort
me
of
I'm
brief
recording.
duel with so obviously this guy with his glaive, he's trying to keep off Doc and Oramis and Mazzy. Mazzy manages to get 2 quite striking blows through, sort of in his sides and under his arms, sort of where his armor is weakest, and they manage to make some kind of contact there. Is that everything, Mazzy?
Yes, because I can't move any further. Use my max amount of movement.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oramis. Go, Oramis, go.
Go, Power Rangers. I would like whose attack follows me.
Doc.
Okay, sorry, Doc. You're not going to benefit from this. I would like to use Cunning Distraction.
Cunning distraction, nice. What did we say he had to do for that? So make a
It's,
deception check against an enemy within 30 feet of you. Must be able to hear you, and you must share a language. Creature must make a wisdom saving throw or become distracted until your next turn in combat. make me a deception check to see if you deceive him first.
Oh, you do.
Oh,
You
yeah.
definitely deceive him, and then he is going to make a wisdom save against your charisma modifier, which I believe is 16?
A charisma
18.
modifier?
Fucking hell! All right, 18 then.
Against
He rolled a
against
5.
his spell save DC.
I don't have spell save.
He doesn't have spells. It goes off his charisma.
Yeah, but you calculate spell save DC is like 8 plus spellcasting mod plus proficiency mod.
No,
Well, then it would be.
that's not how it works.
Which would probably
8.
make it the same.
But it's not a
as-
spell.
I'm literally just going to him, hey you, and like trying to distract him.
Alright, fair enough. That's
It might be something to look at. It might be something to look at in the future, because what would that be? So that'd be 8
You've got
plus
vicious mockery, isn't that?
4 plus
save?
3. That is actually, yes, against spell save 15 for his charisma.
Yeah, because
Tell you what, Luke, we might use that in the future, just because it makes things easier, so that you're not remembering all sorts of different saves that things have to make. If it all sort of just encompasses one for thing, he would have failed on this one either way. To be fair,
18 is insanely.
and that
high.
way, so,
Yeah, that's the point.
yeah. So if we kind of if we say we're going to go off your spell. But yes, anyone who attacks this guy for the next turn has advantage because he's distracted. He's looking at Oramis.
Is that an action or a bonus action?
That was.
I
It's
don't
a
think
part
you
of your cunning
specified.
action, so that's a bonus action.
Okay. And then in that case, I would then like to disengage and just move away. a little
Disengage.
bit.
Yes, he also can't make reactions. So yes, you can just run away.
So I'm gonna shout at him and back off.
Awesome. Nice job. Is that everything, Aramis?
Yes.
Excellent. Doc, it is your turn.
Alright. Well, this guy is distracted, so I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to Gylndan 6. And
Yeah, yep,
cast
that works.
a level 2 Cure Wounds. Which
Level 2 Cure Wounds.
gives you 3 plus 6 plus 2, I think, from Disciple of Life. Yeah, I need to see if I can get that Disciple of Life thing to just add on automatically.
Yeah.
So you get 11 hit points back, and I think I get 2 back. I haven't added this onto my sheet, and I should have done. I think I get 2 back from my domain as a cleric. Ben.
Yes, you do, because you get your the amount for Disciple of Life back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Glyndon,
Thank you, my man.
gain 11. Doc, gain 2.
Sweet.
Excellent. Is that everything, Doc?
Yeah, that's movement and action. That'll do me.
Cool. Glyndon, it is your turn.
Right. Unfortunately, I don't know how much HP these crow things have because all I've dealt to them so far is 27. So I don't know how many missiles to use. So I think I'm going to cast a level 2 magic missile and pump it all into one.
Okie dokie. Roll me magic missile.
Yeah, the one just in front of
Which-
Doc and I.
The one just in front of Doc and you. Right, cool.
Yeah. 1,
Go, Power
2,
Ranger.
3, 4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, boys.
Your magic missiles sort of come forth from your staff or from your finger or whatever. After the first 2 hit, the others just seem to pummel it further. After the first 2 hit, it just sort of and then the second two just sort of like keep it up in the air, almost like keepy ups, just like
Jeez.
and it falls, and as it sort of hits the ground, it sort of
What
crumbles.
happened to the bird? What noise did the bird make?
They've lost all. They were quite intimidating when they came in. They've lost all of that now.
They probably have. I need to make. I need to give things other accents other than stupid.
Generic
And as the
stupid.
bird sort of hits the ground, it crumbles like you would imagine, sort of like dropping a lump of charcoal onto the ground wood, and it's sort of like this like this black dust and stone, just like.
So was it the first two hits
everywhere.
that did it?
First two hits did it.
All right, cool.
Nice. Anything else, Glyndon?
So he's charmed until his next turn.
He is charmed until his next turn.
So I think my thing's only concentration up to a minute. So I think when it comes back to my next go, I think it's finished.
No, it's
No,
10 turns.
it's every
Like
10
my
turns.
spiritual weapon.
Oh
you have
no, 10 turns of total
10
of your
turns
turns.
total.
for me.
10 of your
10 of
yeah,
your
10 of your
turns.
turns.
Because
Because it's
because
it's a
according to the
minute.
book, a combat round, so we all take a turn, is 6 seconds.
Okay, well it's still going then. That's fine.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
get
that's fine.
yeah. I was quite pleased
That's-
when I found that because it made spiritual weapons seem a lot better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hang around.
Now it is this dude, and he will make his wisdom
so
save
when I use spiritual
first
weapon,
of
I see
all.
the tally of the number of turns I've had.
Yeah. Is it
15.
Ben? He doesn't get a go, does he? Because he's charmed.
He does get a go.
Didn't Oramis charm him, or was that just?
Oh
for
no,
advantage?
that's one of Aramis's things, a distraction. So that's just a sort of thing he does, like, hey, over here, so that
So it's just for advantage.
So that so everyone gets advantage against him, and
But what was JJ's thing? Has that run out now? Has that happened where he missed his go?
Ben's just
what
rolled
was
for it.
JJ's thing?
I didn't get my
I think
my
it-
thing didn't go off. He resisted it, and Sam's thing is he
Oh,
loses
right.
his action
So-
on his turn.
What did he roll, Ben?
16.
Yeah, he's passed.
He's passed.
Okay,
He
okay.
gets a go. I've lost my
Great. Now
D6.
you guys are fucked off. I suppose it's going to be on me.
At the
Well-
beginning of his turn, I imagine.
I don't know.
It is the beginning of his turn, right, Sam?
Well, if it's whether he gets his action or not.
Yeah. Whether he gets his action or not, yeah. Okay, cool. With that in mind, he's going to make some attacks. First
Let me
one
guess.
on Mazzy, second and third on Mazzy as well.
Sure. Why not?
Sorry, Mazzy.
That's a
I might be-
natural 20.
I might be wrong, Mazzy, but I think you're the only person that hasn't been down in this party. I'm not
Probably-
entirely sure Luke
Matt.
has.
Matt, I'm really sorry. He rolled
They all hit,
20,
didn't they?
he rolled 20, 19, 17. Just on the base roll.
Fuck's
That's
sake.
without any bonuses, so he will be rolling.
Well,
some
I
stuff
might lose all my health in one here, so you know.
Which one's the D10? Let's do the first one. So that's 10 plus 4 plus.
You mean you rolled a 10 on a D10?
Yes. So that is 17 damage in the first hit
What?
because you rolled a crit.
I'm just
Dead.
testing this, by the way, just to see whether it's inputting correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's inputting correctly now. So my cure wounds and all that, I won't have to like remember the +2 on it. I can put the +2.
That is a 9 on the second hit, Mazzy. And on the third, that
I
is
could
10.
go down. It's 10. Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Right. I went from
He
46 to 10 HP.
Oh my lord.
He
You've got
rolled
healing spells, isn't it?
very, very highly. He rolled extremely highly on every roll he made against you, but that is his turn at least. So you can sort of see.
And he's no longer
probably see-
distracted, is he? So I can't.
He is
get
no
the
longer
disengage.
distracted at the start of his turn. No, actually, no. It is until Oramis' next turn. So he is. So you will technically still get
Okay.
the advantage.
I get to fight and
you
run
do- you
away.
You do. What else will he do on his turn? He won't move. He won't do anything. The crows now will get some turns. One of them is going to attack probably Gylndan.
What?
And so will the second one, because you blasted their buddy out of the air.
Oh, he deserved it.
6 + 1 is 5. That doesn't hit. 19 + 1 is an unnatural 20. That one probably does hit. I'm going to guess and assume that's only 4 damage, Sam.
And a Constitution saving throw.
Well,
No, not a Constitution saving throw. As you have not yet taken
for my
enough
concentration.
damage. Oh, yes, of course. Yes.
How much damage was it? 4.
It was 4, yes.
Okay.
Oh, you are in it. You are in it. You're in the zone concentration on this thing.
Sam's, spell effect.
But he's still. It's every turn. It's a curse, so it lasts for a minute. As long as he. It lasts for a minute.
Oh, okay. So
he just gets to make a save every time. He has to make the save every.
Not to. Oh, okay. Right. I understand how the spell works now.
Yep. Sam is in the zone. He's still still damn well concentrated.
This stuff's just like cutting me to shreds that they're firing at me. I'm not.
You've been like stabbed with this like chalky knife in the gut, and still you're just like
must maintain focus.
Must maintain focus. And this guy up here, as for the fleeing one, yeah, he's fucking gone. He's disappeared into. He's fled. He has fled further than you guys can see. Mazzy, you are up.
Well, hopefully, this is going to be the end of that guy.
It will be.
I wouldn't be so sure.
I'm saying hopefully. Oh,
You do get advantage.
Do get advantage anyway.
You do get advantage, so 25. That will be the end of the advantage because he has been hit. So the second one, you don't get advantage. That is 17 damage in one fucking attack, though. Jesus Christ.
Well, he did that in one fucking attack on me, so...
I mean, yeah, to be fair. But he had to get a nat 20 to do that.
That's true.
You just bippity-bappity bipped him.
Bippity-bappity, and I'm going to bippity-bappity bip him again.
Girlfriend.
Mazzy.
Yeah, does that hit Ben first?
That does not hit, I'm afraid.
Take a natural 20 on that, Mazzy.
Oh, thank you so much. Good.
Roll damage.
Oh, come
Roll
on.
Hunter's Mark, and then roll damage again, and we'll take away 4.
Really? For Hunter's Mark or Dual Sword?
Dual Sword. So, roll the damage again. We'll take away 4, so that's 3. That is an overall of 9 plus 2. That's 11
Why didn't you
damage.
do the first one again? Huh?
So what?
Your first attack was better and it wasn't a crit. Well, it was as good and it wasn't a crit.
6 plus 2 is 8 plus 3 is 11. So that's 94. You can see he's still up. He's hurting now. He's sort of almost like between attacks, sort of like leaning on his glaive to keep himself up. Between his helmet, you can maybe see just like drips of this black blood like seeping down below his helmet.
Can I still disengage?
You will have to take the disengage action, so no.
Damn it.
If you wanted to run away.
I also appreciate you standing there, Matt, for what I'm planning, so...
I wanted to move away. I thought I could hit my 2 attacks.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'm sure you'll be okay. I'm sure you'll be fine.
That's what Doc's for, isn't it?
Yeah. Oramis, you're up.
Sneak attack with the hidden blade. Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Roll to hit.
Yeah.
Just hits. No damage.
Oh, he has a 17. Oh, Christ.
That is 6. Roll sneak attack.
Nothing, mate.
That's 10. That's 16 in that first hit. God,
Be
freaking
dead.
damn. Anything else?
Shadowblade.
Shadowblade.
Oh my lord.
Fucking hell. And that's another 5 damage there.
Wow.
Wow is right. Wow is fucking right.
Please tell me he's dead, because I have a really cool way I want to finish it.
He is not dead. He is still on
No.
his feet.
Oh, for
God knows
God's
how
sake.
he's on his feet, but he's on his feet. Sort of like, again, you can see him even more now, like heavily leaning. His leg, like one of his legs, is like beginning to shake under the weight of just all of his armor and everything like that. Maybe he just now has to take off his helmet, as it's sort of been bashed in and stuff. He's now like taken off his helmet to just reveal sort of like a very brutish looking human, scars all over his face, and his skin is completely black, like completely like coal sort of black.
Whoever kills him, just tell Tiamat the Guardians send their regards as you finish it.
I like it. Dokrumir, you're up, my friend.
Alright, I'm a walk back up.
Do some healing.
Back to my previous position. And
Yes.
Cast Inflict Wounds upon him,
Inflict wounds.
which is a melee spell attack. So, do I benefit from flanking?
You do benefit from flanking because it is a melee attack, so yes.
Alright,
Go for it.
roll that. Inflict Wounds.
Ooh,
That's
thank God.
26 to hit.
Definitely hits. Roll me the damage.
That's 18 damage. 18 necrotic
Dokrumir.
damage.
Necrotic damage.
Yes.
You place your hands upon him and you try and inflict wounds upon this man. But unfortunately, nothing appears to happen.
Ow, for fuck's
He
sake.
stands there, smiling at you like, you thought that would work.
I can
I
imagine
am
just
death.
these
And he
giant-
shrugs you off.
I'm imagining like these giant like gashes appearing on his like body, and just nothing comes out.
Yeah,
So
pretty
sort of
much.
just
Like
these
like
big wounds. And it's
you begin to sort of
yeah.
exactly.
Fuck.
Fuck.
As you appear to have learned, he is immune to necrotic damage.
Guys, he's immune to necrotic
We could-
damage.
Thank you,
You
Doc.
can see the cheeky little grin on Ben's face when oh, necrotic. Oh,
See, I thought that might be the case, but I was like, oh, I can get advantage with inflict wounds because it's melee, but it's also necrotic, and I was like, this is probably not going to work. But I was like, fuck it.
Gylndan, it is your turn. Unless Doc, you had anything else you wanted to do on your turn.
Nah, I think I'm good. Because that's a spell and an action, so no bonus actions and no bonus action cantrips either.
Gylndan, what would you like to do?
we're gonna do a level 3 magic missile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One cycle.
What even is that damage? That's
6,
8, 10,
16.
16.
16.
Nice.
How do you see your
Right,
magic
so-
missiles killing the King of Crows?
I'm on the stairs,
Yeah.
and as I come down the stairs, I just level my staff with him, and I just like fire them out all rather quick, and I just keep moving towards him, and they just sort of push into him. He gets down. Yeah.
Yeah, as you-
picturing that scene from The Vision where he fired all these magic missiles.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as the sort of magic missile sort of hit him, you can begin to see his armor sort of dent and crack. And as the final one hits, this sort of black plate armor just shatters and falls off of him, revealing just this basically just revealing this this like man underneath, like I said, like extreme like coal black skin. He sort of falls to his knees for a moment and collapses into the dirt below. As he
The
does,
Guardians send their regards.
Yes.
and as he does, the crows and that are surrounding the fort begin to all of a sudden, every single one of them just flies towards his body, twirling around in this sort of hurricane and whirlwind of just this black mist that they were sort of emanating as they flew, and his body is gone. He is gone. and the fog and mist around the place begins to fade. The thunder can no longer be heard. The place goes silent. The tower still looms in the distance overhead. You can still see upon the sort of tippy top of the tower monstrosities and beasts and beings are still sort of spawning every now and again. Not like constant things coming out, but it's like every like couple of minutes or so you can maybe just see like just one or two of these beasts just like begin to just sort of fly. They're all different shapes and sizes of all sort of different stuff, and they sort of fly along. But the place sort of goes quiet for a minute. The guards stand confused as to what the hell's gone on, and they sort of look towards you guys with him now gone. Good job. Killed the King of Crows.
Can I ask real quick, Ben? What level was Gylndan firing magic missile at when he fired 1,000?
You think level 1 is 3, and so each level above that you add 1, so like level 900.
That was sort of
something?
dramatic flair.
Ah, okay. That's it.
Dramatic flair, but
In the desperation of the moment, he's managed to summon this.
yeah, you can
Power.
sort of imagine in the anger of the moment, his friends. He's just seen a vision of all of his friends being brutally decimated by this massive army that's about to take over the world. You'd be pretty pissed off.
I think 12's the most I can do, Luke.
Okay.
At the end of it all.
Not quite 1,000, but
No.
we'll skip past that bit.
I was reading up on this when I was building Geary, like what used to be OP back in the day, and one of the big things was darts, because you added your strength modifier to each dart, and you could throw, if you cast haste on yourself, you could throw 6 darts in one turn. So if you had like a strength modifier of 4, you could do 24 damage without even the rolls, because just throwing darts.
The darts
Damn.
only do 1 damage in 5e. They don't even roll, they only do 1 damage.
Yeah, no, they're pretty useless now.
They probably had
Yeah, now they're pretty shit. Yeah.
Damn, that's
Efficient combat, boys.
Efficient combat, and I think, unless there's anything quite pressing anyone wants to do,
Quite pressing. I'd like to heal myself.
that's fair enough. Yeah, you can all
Well.
do your sort of healing and that.
Let's see how poorly this one goes. Last time I used it didn't really work well.
Oh, yeah, also you
Sam.
2 1s.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give yourself the old healing
Can I cast it at level 2?
If you've got
if you haven't used a level 2 spell. If you've got slots for it,
Because
which I'm assuming you
I
have.
got one level 2 slot left because I used my earlier. I used my pass without trace. Oh, that was
which worked so
useful.
well.
Right.
Your roll hasn't come up for me yet.
No, not yet. I haven't done it.
Oh, there we go. That's pretty decent. Yeah, gain yourself back 14 HP.
Oh,
All around you, the guards are pretty confused. One of the captains sort of runs out. You can see Duncan Stoneglow sort of come from this doorway here, and he kind of looks out like, oh my god, what is that? Is it spawning? What the hell are they? Kind of looking.
Can we all just stand in a really cool pose next to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did this.
Cut to credit.
Yeah.
Preparations are sort of made to, like people once again sort of come out. The party is very much over. People are sort of being sent home with sort of armored guards and stuff, sending people back home. Moraine tells you that she's going to be hiding out in Lone Hill for a little while. You did tell her to meet you there, so obviously you can go and talk to her there whenever you're ready. She'll be staying at the Light of the Plains Hotel. But other than that,
place.
Indeed. But other
Who's
than
the
that,
fancy lady?
That'll pretty much be it. One of the captains maybe mentions about maybe some people got to go check out that castle or something. There's something in sort of passing about that. Like, we need to get some people together to go sort out that castle. We can't just have that thing spewing out demons every 5 bloody minutes. That kind of thing. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. And unless, again, there's anything particularly pressing anyone wants to do, it is almost exactly 10:30.
How much, this is just like a general point, not like a in-session kind of thing. How much is, how much are healing potions?
They're quite expensive.
They are quite expensive.
I think I've got one. I do have one healing potion.
Let me
50
just...
gold or something.
Oh,
For the
shit.
amount of healing they do, if you think about what it costs to dock, like it's just a spell slot, it's a crazy amount of gold.
I won't bother then.
There's different levels as well.
How much would it give you?
The
One
player's
healing potion?
handbook, the price listed for the potion of healing is 50 GP, but there is no price listed for the potion of greater healing or supreme healing. So it's 50 gold for a potion of healing.
How much would one potion? How much would that heal?
That would heal 2d4 plus 2.
2d4.
So maximum of 10 damage, 10 health. But
I mean,
on
it could
average,
be- it
probably
could be
around
4.
6.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be 4.
Yeah.
Your average would
I'm
be,
debating drinking it, but
your average would be 7.
Yeah.
Well, Matt will go. We'll have a rest after this, I
I would
imagine.
encourage you
Yeah,
not to
exactly,
drink
so
a
I'll-
healing potion outside
yeah.
of
So that's why I'm
combat.
saying no.
Is that everything?
Can
Anyone?
you? Sorry, could you drink a potion
Yes.
mid combat as like an?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bonus action to drink a potion or
Cool.
something.
So yeah, I'll save it for.
He drinks
More
with the
pressing
left
matter.
and sword fights with the right.
Exactly. Getting all... I mean, it's not quite Skyrim where you can just, like, devour, like, 5 cheese wheels and, like,
Hold on, Dragon, I
five
must devour an
apple
entire
pear.
banquet.
Yes, exactly. Not quite.
Nom 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 nom.
And if you want to give
But
a
yeah.
potion to someone else, it's a full action, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if someone's
Yeah.
down and you want to give them a potion, Luke,
Mm.
and because the only way to get someone down, Luke, is to actually restore hit points to them, rather than just drink your own potion and leave them lying on the floor.
I feel a little bit attacked.
Good.
Not gonna lie there.
That's the idea. No, I'm just messing. It's fine.
But I think
No
we'll probably
one
end it
died,
there.
and it was great.
Indeed. And with that, we shall end the session for this week. Welcome
Yeah.
back to the main campaign.
Thank you. It's good. Welcome back.
Hope you're all excited. There's a big tower. I also meant to mention. So if you just have a look at the map, as I've dragged you over to now, if you think so, you guys are here, sort of like at the edge of this sort of river bit here. The castle is here by the sort of hills, by the word the. It is a few miles away, so it would be like a bit of a trek, a day or two's journey. Maybe about a day and a bit's journey on the old elephant. Fuck off, Nuedo.
This is what we need
Chikara.
now.
This is what you guys have needed, just a big elephant to take you places.
If you were, it's not a consideration now, but if you were doing weight and stuff, and I don't know, I think that's a bit boring personally, and it's a lot of effort for you, but like elephant's quite good for carrying capacity.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother with things like weight, but just in terms of like how much stuff you've got. For example, like I'm sort of ruling that everyone can carry simple weapons. I'm sort of all right with things like daggers. I don't really mind how many of those you carry, but things like main swords and bows and things like that. Like I think everyone can carry like one and maybe a spare. So like 3 big things in total. So if you imagine Mazzy has got his bow and his short swords and his dual swords on his back. Luke has got his hand crossbow and his swords, and I think you said you were going to put your short swords on the boat, which is fine.
Yeah.
But you couldn't have like any more than that sort of thing. So Mazzy, you might have to let something go to have the big musket if you wanted like a big thing.
If I wanted it, yeah, I was, yeah.
But obviously,
It's just a bit of fun.